Welcome to Pop Culture Nonsense. This is episode 104.
Season 5, baby! Yeah!
You're listening to Good Vibes with Chris, Dean, Troy, and Jorge.
Podcast Network Good Vibes.
Repping the DF Dub, we are recording this from Allen, Plano, and Little Elm, Texas.
That's right. On this week's episode, we have
box office drama. If you've ever want to get slobbered on by Harry Styles, this episode is for you. Don't worry, darling, drama. That's what we're talking about. And then we're going to talk a little bit about She-Hulk, Yellowjackets. It's Hispanic Heritage Month, so we are going to discuss our three-of-a-kind Hispanic actors or actresses.
That's a grito.
And then we're going to talk about Canelo and Aldo, both from other places. Well, Brazil doesn't count. Spain wins the Euro Basketball Championship, which is supposed to be exciting. I disagree. And
Bo Cruz.
And we managed to get through the whole episode without talking about the fair. And,
fuck.
And Troy gives us a history of monsters in preparation for something that is almost 3 or 4 weeks away.
6 weeks away. This is going to be a 6 weeks series.
No, it's not. That's why it's too early, you suckers. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Deal with it. Look.
So, like in cartoons, all the kids, like they look the same. You know what I mean? Like Bart Simpson always looks like the same. Do your friends change up their style at all, or do they keep it kind of the same?
Sometimes, yeah.
Because you were growing your hair out a little bit, got a haircut, it looks awesome. You just had your birthday, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm 9.
You're 9? Oh my god. That's awesome. What grade are you in?
3rd.
3rd grade. That was like probably one of my favorite grades, actually.
Yeah, 3rd grade was dope.
Yeah.
So why would you say that I look different? What
the heck? Yeah. Well, okay. So you're gonna have to change. Remember the angle we like best on you?
Yeah.
There you go. See, okay, there you go. Now I get a better look at you. So you look clean shaven a little. It looks like your chin is exposed. And that's new for me. Did you shave the whole thing? Or you just trim it? Did you just trim it, or did you shave all of it?
I grew a mustache while we were off.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see now. Okay, you got you got the flavor saver. You got the flavor saver, and you did the Hulk Hogan. You're going Hulk Hogan with it.
He added hair.
Okay, that threw me off. Angles. I think it was the angle too. The angle threw me off too. And it's so bright outside right now.
Yes.
The angle is just weird. That's what it is.
I wish I could get like an umbrella. And like put it on a pole.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that looks right there's money.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, I feel you. But maybe if you just try to posture up and stay in that position, you look right there. Yeah, you're looking good. But I was just asking Zev if any of his friends change up their looks at all. Is that
whoa? Look at that.
There you go.
Oh, but here comes the angels. It's like the angels are right here. This is heaven.
Yeah. Usually it's not. Usually we could see that, but it's still booming out right now.
Heaven's at East Plano. I've always said that.
It's definitely. I've always said it's in Little Elm, Texas. That's just that's the way I feel ever since moving out here. This is the heart of Texas.
Don't pander these fools.
I'm feeling it, man. It's just like I lived in Dallas for a decade, man. I lived in the city, which. I was right around that 635 area, just moved around in different places in that area just because it was so centralized. It was easy to get around everywhere. So being out here now, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like I'm so affected by my surroundings, and I'm talking about my environments. Do you guys get that? Do you feel that at all? Like when I'm on vacation, especially, I'm on vacation, so I'm not working. I'm like in a comfort zone, but just seeing different terrains, if you will, seeing trees, that's one thing I notice mostly. One of Ashley's friends described Oregon, like when she first saw it, because she's from this area also. She said it looks messy out here. And she's talking about all the trees and all of the, like, just like, it's just messy because
Trees
like
that grew wild instead of were planted.
yeah, or like everything here is just leveled and like recreated, right? Like out there, they build houses like in just wherever, like they just make it a part of their environment. Like they build it into these hills and these mountains, and it's just so weird. And I just, yeah, I'm totally affected by the environment and like the, well, you know, the surroundings I'm at. Like if I'm like, you know what I mean? Like here, I just like, especially living in the city, it was just concrete jungle, and I always just felt
we don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
Not at all.
Okay, so you've never lived in a country town or somewhere where a smaller town. Have you ever lived in a smaller town?
I have.
I
You know,
have.
I know you have. I know you have. Zev, have you?
No.
No.
Zeb
No,
moved to Little
you-
Elm when he was 6 weeks old.
Oh well, you see that is greatness right there. Then you are living,
Born in
like I said,
California.
and like recreated, right? Like out there, they build houses like in just wherever, like they just make it a part of their environment. Like they build it into these hills and these mountains, and it's just so weird. And I just, yeah, I'm totally affected by the environment and like the, well, you know, the surroundings I'm at. Like if I'm like, you know what I mean? Like here, I just like, especially living in the city, it was just concrete jungle, and I always just felt
we don't know what you're talking about.
come on.
Not at all.
Okay, so you've never lived in a country town or somewhere where a smaller town. Have you ever lived in a smaller town?
I have.
I
You
have.
know,
I know you have. I know you have. Zev, have you?
No.
No.
Zeb
No,
moved to Little
you-
Elm when he was 6 weeks old.
Oh well, you see that is greatness right there. Then you are
He was
living,
born in
like I said.
California. He was one of the first transplants.
Nice. Well, because like I grew up in Allen, and it's grown since then. Every time I go back home, it looks different. But yeah, I just like, we don't see, because like when I went to New Mexico, that was the first place where it was really just blew my mind, because you can see, you look in the sky and you see mountains, and that's just weird to me.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
went
not used
to
to
Santa
that.
Fe, right?
Taos, New Mexico.
Okay, so mountainous.
Yeah, yeah.
At the bottom of the Rockies.
Mhm.
Mexico.
Right.
Well, he's been to Colorado
Okay.
and Idaho. He went
And
to Seattle. Idaho is like another planet.
Yeah, you said, I've seen the pictures of the
Yeah.
Idaho trip. That is beautiful. That's exactly what I'm talking about, where you see so much.
Got hills that are just like a
Yeah.
different color.
Yeah.
Everything. And then all of a sudden you're by the river and there's trees
Yeah.
are gigantic.
back.
That's cool. I mean, I always think,
Or coasts, like seeing the oceans, you know, like that's just something we don't see every day.
yeah, well, the coast you were at was very cool.
That's a cold coast, and that was like my first experience with something like that, the Pacific Northwest. So it was not what I was used to, but I loved it. It was cool. At first, I was like, man, this is not what I envisioned, but then like the more we get into it, like it's perfect, because it's like the perfect weather between 60 and 70 the whole time. Like light jacket weather. It's awesome.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what the temperature was like, 60s, 70s.
Yeah, 60s, 70s. And for them, it got a little bit hotter. It got in the 80s and 90s. But, you know, for me, it was not that bad. You know,
I've been to New York.
Oh,
New
nice.
York, and yeah.
Yeah, they went to upstate New York. Oh, no, you guys went to New York City. You drove by Yankee Stadium on your way to upstate New York.
Yeah.
That's something I wish I did more, is travel. You know,
It's huge.
it's important to travel. I think you're really lucky to have seen all the different places you've seen already, Zav. Like, that's awesome. I think when I was little, like, I mean, we went to California on the trips, right? We went to California, Atlanta. So those are two places I got to see.
Yeah,
But-
you've been to parts of California I've never been to.
Mhm.
Sarah went to school in San Francisco for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, I got to visit there. That was amazing.
Man, y'all went all to the like so different than me. Like my shit is so country.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I've been to Nashville. I've been to Dollywood. I've been to Biloxi. I've been,
Nice.
I've been to Branson, Silver Dollar City, like the
Well,
old country
yeah.
shit.
I've been to Baton Rouge, and we went to Starksville.
Been to all the Civil War sites here in the South. Been to Gettysburg.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I associate everything with movies, and that's like so, like especially there because so many movies were shot there.
Yeah.
That's all I see is just like all these movies around me. But that's because I don't know how to associate it with anything. It's not of the environment I grew up with. So
That's how music works for me.
yeah, okay.
I listen, when I hear a song, I'm like, I know this is from this movie. But that's it. Like that's like the only thing that sticks in my head when I listen to music is like, oh, this is okay. Another thing, I was doing yard work this weekend, and I don't remember what playlist. I switched over. I got off Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Got YouTube Music.
Oh, okay.
YouTube Music comes with premium YouTube.
Nice.
So no commercials on YouTube.
Wow.
And all the music.
And you but you watch it like on YouTube, but you listen to it.
No, it's got its own app too.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like YouTube Music app.
Yeah, it's like Spotify, except you get more.
I have
interesting.
Spotify.
Yeah, do you like it? I prefer Spotify, but what do you think?
What do you listen? You just listen to music on your Alexa, though. Usually, right?
Well, not really.
You listen to music on your iPad.
Yeah, with my AirPods.
What?
Oh,
music
okay.
Oh, you listen to the Fortnite gamer music?
No, I listen to Caillou.
Oh, Caillou?
Caillou.
Nice. That's cool.
So it's coming in hot with the jokes.
Yeah, a little Caillou with Caillou jokes. Everybody rips on him on the internet
terrible,
anyway.
That's why.
Yeah,
He's the worst.
he is the worst. So yeah, and then on top of that, it's got all the things. It's got the mountains. It's got the ocean. And so it's beaches. It's hiking, waterfalls. Like it's got everything. It's crazy. Oregon, I'm speaking of. I went to Oregon. It's relevant.
I had a friend who got married at the beginning of the summer. They went there for their honeymoon.
Nice.
And the pictures are pretty cool.
Well, there's these places called McMinimans, and it's like a franchise, but they take over like historical buildings or places and like renovate it but keep it classic. And like they have like it's an event center kind of situation with the restaurant. The restaurant bars will open every day, but they have like different ones. Like one's in a old school. The one we went to was like this. That's where her high school reunion was. It was her 20-year high school. We went with for Ashley's high school reunion.
Oh, okay.
And so it was out at a McMinimans. But yeah, man, it's really beautiful out there. It was really cool.
Did you know I played tackle football?
I saw that. How did that go? You liking it?
Yeah.
Nice. What position are you playing?
I don't really know. The coach is moving me around.
Yeah. You're learning probably all the positions at this point.
Center.
Nice.
Game one, you was center twice.
Yeah, I'm center or
left tackle.
Yeah, left tackle.
That's
He
the
plays-
money.
Which
That's
is
the
the
money
same-
position.
Those are the same positions that Deacon and Rome play too.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't realize they were playing. Are they focusing more on the offensive line now? Because I know they used to play some defense too, or they do.
Deacon's been offensive line the last 2 years.
Yeah, is he play? He's
He played a little bit of defensive end.
Is he playing guard or tackle?
He's playing tackle.
Wow, that's awesome.
Left tackle.
Nice.
And then
because he's gonna. How tall do you think he's gonna end up being?
What?
How tall do you think he's gonna end up being?
Who knows? He's not big enough yet.
But I think he's gonna grow like that.
He moved down so he could get more playing time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did awesome. And then, but I saw that team that he was playing on, and he's tiny compared to those are like they're freshmen, but their size is full grown men.
Yeah.
And so you just gotta wait.
Right. But I think that I don't know, man. I've seen he's getting bigger, and I think that he can grow into the position for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you remember,
you got to be team captain.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Last week.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is football. Football's going. I mean, everywhere, right? Like college is going, high school's going, NFL's going. Like.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, like Thursday night, I came home from Deacon's game, and I'll put on the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
And I just thought I'm not even because I go to 3 live games
Yeah.
a week.
Right.
And your practices.
Yeah.
Isn't there gonna be a game this Friday for high school?
Oh, yeah.
Friday, yeah.
My mom said we were gonna go.
We're gonna go. To
Oh,
the
nice.
game.
Bueno East's homecoming this time.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I think.
so
Go ahead.
We'll
I'm
go
sorry.
for that.
I'm the announcer for Emma's freaking Golden Girls thing. So,
Are you? That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I wanted to tell this story. Like, so when it first started, the first game, we're 3 games in. We had a bye last week, but the first game we were at a visitor stadium because I do it at every game, visitor or home, it don't matter.
Oh, so
And,
you travel with the team?
Yeah, I travel with the team.
Wow.
And so anyway, like I'm an integral part. I have my own badge and everything. It's crazy. But so the first game, like I'd never done it before, and I got bad advice, and I didn't go loud enough. And then the next game, I completely missed a whole part. Like just totally just forgot it.
You have a script.
And yeah, I have a script.
They can't
but
see you, so you can read off of it.
Well, no. I can read off it, but I just stopped. I just didn't
I
even.
see.
Yeah, because I didn't know. And so the third time I went in there, and the visiting team's guy was ridiculous. He sounded like Casey Kasem. And I was freaking like I was pumped up, bro. I was like, oh man, like I can't let this dude come into my house and like, you know, one up me. So I got on that mic and I proceeded to do the most amazing announcing I've ever done in my life. Like everybody was in awe, and when I got off it, I was like, take that, visitor dude, Casey Kasem wannabe. And everybody laughed. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So big game this Friday, got homecoming.
Can we get a little bit of a little taste? Can we get a taste of the announcer voice?
I'll give you the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your award-winning Golden Girl.
Nice.
Thank you for being a friend.
Where you have you been able to like record it so you know what you sound like? Like out there?
Like, yeah, I've had people record shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, have you listened to your voice on the speaker?
Yes.
Because remember we were talking, we were like, if you scream, then you'll sound like one of the peanut teacher, like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I did good.
Good.
Nice. Awesome. Hell yeah.
Very, very good. Great to hear it. Good to hear it, buddy.
Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? How y'all been?
Yeah.
Been away for
Good.
2
How are
weeks?
you?
2 weeks away. Good.
Oh
good.
yeah,
Like
Jorge,
longer
help
than
me
that.
with that shit too.
Has it
I've
been
been gone 3 weeks maybe.
3?
Y'all did
Nah.
y'all did a show without me.
I haven't
Yeah.
been like 5 weeks
Yeah.
for me.
Hey, I'm gonna jump out, jump back in.
Okay.
Okay. Jump out, jump in. Yes, it was quite the time off.
Yeah, you went out of town too.
Went
You
out of town, went to Mexico, took the missus to Mexico to the Rio Grande Valley, and yeah, it was great. You know, you've been to Progresso, right?
I believe so. Yeah, Reynosa mostly.
No,
But yeah,
Reynosa.
yeah. We're not feeling Reynosa.
I'm not feeling Reynosa. Progresso is
Yeah.
where it's at. It's
Yeah.
happening. Gosh, I wish I could take you guys down there for just a little field trip. It's so fun. If you guys don't know, Progresso is a border town that is in between Reynosa and Matamoros in the south part of Texas. You know where McAllen, Texas is? That's
Yeah.
connected to Reynosa. And then Brownsville, which is right next to South Padre Island, is connected to Matamoros. And then in between, there is a place in Westlaco, Texas, near the border called Progreso, Texas, which is awesome. That's where everybody goes. It's the safest part, and I encourage you all to check it out, especially if you are that of the whiteness. Just know that everything shuts down at 6:30 p.m. So there's no nightlife there. It shuts down at 6:30, so you have to go there from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. But it's so cool. I mean, I love that they now have expanded there's bars now on the road, so you can chill and drink at a bar and listen to the bands and stuff. And let me tell you something. The Mexican pop culture is starting to invade the U.S. I mean, Hispanic Heritage Month is a huge thing. Yeah. And I mean, look, even if you don't speak Spanish, like, you are starting to incorporate it into all aspects of your life, whether you're eating chips and salsa or margarita, taco
Queso.
Tuesday. Yeah, Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. That's huge, man. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. And it's becoming a pop culture thing. So,
Listo.
Yeah, I'm really.
I mean, there's been waves. There's been waves in the past. Like when we were kids, there was a wave. There was a Latin wave with, the Shakiras and the Ricky Martins. And the Ricky Martins. Ricky Martin got huge. Selena got huge. Mainstream.
I'm talking more Mexican.
My grandma loved Ricky Martin. She wanted all that.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, man.
I can tell you that, but it wasn't.
Don't be fighting against each other, bro. We are Latin culture. We as a whole, right? Spain won the Euro championship. Like that's a win. Hispanic. There's Hispanic culture. Yes, I have roots in Spain, but I'm Hispanic. So yes.
Okay, yeah, but let me just tell you, Mexico is to
Puerto Rican.
Have Puerto Rican as well. Yes.
All right. Well, Mexico is to Latin America what Ireland is to Europe. Mexico is the Ireland of Europe, if you will. And so we get dogged on a lot. And so now to see our culture coming into the forefront.
Ireland of Europe. The Ireland of Central America.
Exactly, Ireland of Central America. Well, I'm saying we are
meaning
the Ireland of
the
Europe.
Ireland like the comparatively. Oh, yeah, that comps. Fucking comps.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
so you guys. That's why you guys get along
guns,
so well.
Border skirmishes.
Yeah, right.
A lot of the same negatives, but not necessarily. I mean, the food's better, obviously. Mexico has a lot going for it.
I will say though, I'm more of a Tex-Mex fan. Good. I'm more of a Tex-Mex fan. To be honest with you.
I like both.
I mean, both are great.
Queso, yeah, it's queso for me, please.
Last Monday when we didn't do the show, I got some El Salvadorian food.
What do we have? Pupusas?
There's a great El Salvadoran restaurant right here on the border of Frisco and Little Elm called Mario's.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. It's fine.
What is tacos al carbon? Is that Mexican?
Tacos al carbon? Yeah, al carbon. No, that's Mexican. That's Mexican.
Yeah, that's my shit.
The only thing that's really Tex-Mex is fajitas and the way you prepare chicken, and that's pretty much it. Fajitas is what.
I mean, rice. The rice is different, I think, a little bit. Like, do you like peas and corn or peas and carrots in your rice? Is that a thing for you?
Yeah.
I feel like that. Yeah. I feel like authentic Mexicans like that shit in there.
Yeah.
I do not. I prefer the other way. I prefer the Tex-Mex rice.
Hey, let me tell you something. In the Rio Grande, I mean, in Mexico and Progreso, they put olives in their margaritas. I don't get that. In their frozen margaritas, they put an olive. Yes, go figure. What the hell?
Brininess in there? You want some brininess in your margarita?
Do they have olive trees there?
I have no idea why they do that in this particular part of Mexico, but I will say that I feel like our margaritas here in the U.S. are better than the ones in Mexico.
Well, if you go to Wing Daddy's, you can get some gummy worms in your bomb pop margarita. So
no, they lifted that from the Rio Grande Valley. Right. Well, let me tell you something. All of that
jarritos, right?
All that extraness came from Mexico. All right, all that extra
the clay
sodium.
Jars.
Yeah, and then with the gummy worms and the salt. And all the extra.
That's huge in the valley.
Yeah, it's huge in Mexico.
Yeah, they have these carts, like almost like coffee is upstate.
There's a food truck at the Hawaiian Falls that does the big mangoes.
On
a stick with
the flowered ones.
Yeah.
Those
Oh
are
man.
cool. Nice.
Those are.
Fucking
That's my
hell,
favorite
man.
candy too.
Why do you
Is,
not like mango? Mango's
Is
delicious.
the candy
know,
the
man.
dehydrated
I want
mango
to.
with the
the
spice on it?
tahini.
That's one of my favorite candies. My parents go to Mexico. This last time they went to Mexico, my dad also has a freeze dryer now.
Nice.
And they went to a
That's a
they
huge
went to-
thing.
Yeah,
Freeze dried candy right now is selling for like
yeah.
expensive. It's expensive.
Yes, because it takes so long to make. But he makes it with
Is
his
it free dried candy?
Yes. And I'll tell you the story.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He went to Mexico. They went to a candy factory, and he bought Mexican candy in bulk and brought it back and freeze dries it. Eli, what's your favorite freeze dried candy that my dad makes? He used it for a science project.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
I think with Jolly Ranchers when we were
Jolly
grade.
Rancher was pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, you can just chomp on them, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
crunchy,
so cool.
super sticky,
Yeah,
crunch, crispy, and it's like hard cotton candy.
does he
kinda.
just try different? Yeah, does
Kind
he?
of like dissolves right around your teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Does he-
Rolos, man. Freeze-dried Rolos.
Oh, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask. Has he tried different types of candy? What's he tried?
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
some of it not work?
Yeah, some of it just turns into puddles. Most of the stuff that's super milk
Like
chocolate.
gummies? Do gummies work?
Yeah.
I
What's the one that he does that? It goes to Starburst or the
Oh, I've
Jolly
seen the
Ranchers that turn into
Starburst one.
balls? Starburst, Jolly
Yeah.
Ranchers, Rolos. I like the Rolos.
Skittles, freeze dried
Yeah,
Skittles.
Skittles. Those are
yes,
the ones. Yeah, we like those too.
those are really good.
Yeah, I want some of that stuff.
Yeah, we got to try some cool candy. Have you ever had a black bear, which is like dark chocolate on a raspberry like gummy bear?
Yes.
Gross.
It's amazing, dude. It's so good.
Wait a minute. So how do you get only raspberry gummy bears?
You make different flavors.
Yeah, you just instead of putting in the like all the raspberries, whenever you buy a bag of bears, the bears like all come from different flavors, and then they go on under one bag. So you just take out the other flavors, and then you just have the raspberry go in one bag.
Well, then you know what? I want dark chocolate Coca-Cola bottles.
Ooh, that would
Oh
work.
yeah.
Coca-Cola bottles are not. That's wax, man.
Yeah.
No, dude, that is the
Oh, the
better
gummy-
gummy
the
bears.
gummy-
Gummy
No,
ones,
the
the gummy
gummy.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
the
gummy
juice
ones.
filled ones, which
I
are
prefer the
also
cherry
good.
ones. The cherry
Ugh,
Coke
no.
ones.
Oh, those are all right.
Cherry
Those
Coke.
are-
No, dude, I have a.
I like
oh
the
my God,
sour ones. I like the
Ooh.
sour Coke ones with the sour shit
They
on
have
it.
sour Coke ones now.
Yeah, it's the
I didn't
same
know
as
that.
the gummies, but they put the sour shit on it. Oh yeah, my kids fucking love them too. I fucking great.
Golly, and where do you get those now?
Oh, I mean, freaking. Sorry, I forget. Nobody told
It's
me. I
okay,
wasn't
it's all right, it's all
prepared.
Yeah, no, we also got this stuff they called Riptide, which is cheddar popcorn, and they toss it in chocolate, which is really good too.
Oh God, don't.
You've
mess
never
with
had
popcorn.
that? I
Just
don't.
don't
I
mess with
don't.
popcorn.
I can't.
Don't
eat
put
it.
cheese and
So-
chocolate together. I'm sick of people doing that.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
not a fan. Not a fan.
I'm
I
not.
tasted it. I did taste it, even though I'm not supposed to. It was really good. You never had to. You don't. The combo. Wait, is it caramel? I'm sorry, it's caramel, not chocolate.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Yeah.
Apologize. Caramel.
Okay. So there's
Caramel.
a caramel. They make that. That's pretty,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
pretty,
about. I apologize. I messed that up.
Caramel and cheese.
Yeah.
is pretty standard, I think.
Yeah, just salty and salty, right? Or salty goes good with caramel, is what I mean to say.
Yes, salted caramel is the bomb.
Mhm.
Hey.
They make the caramellos.
Ooh.
That's salted sea salt on caramellos.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good. It costs it's like a $3 candy bar at the racetrack, but it's worth it.
That sounds
You
good.
They
wanna
have
treat
'em?
yourself. Yeah,
Salted caramel, caramello.
caramellos. Yeah,
Caramel.
They have, whoa, I'm gonna have to go find that. I didn't know they had those.
I think they have them at racetrack and Circle K.
Troy, I gotta say, you're looking a little slimmer these days, buddy.
Let me
Working
take a
them
look.
days, working them hard days have been paying off, sucker.
Let me see. Let me see.
Look at that.
Oh
Look
wow.
at him. Look at him a little bit.
Oh
bit,
wow.
little
Look
bit.
at that. You can do it. You can
Yeah,
do it.
man. Oh yeah, man. You have to get up pretty early some of these days, right?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Wow.
Dang, that's
Good for-
crazy.
Good for
I'll
you.
be there at 5 making freaking 350
Heck yeah.
sandwiches for Allen
That's
football.
Sports.
I think that's awesome,
Jesus.
man. Because I
Good
mean,
for you.
a year ago you'd have been like, nope, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know, that's awesome, man. That's progress. I love that.
Hey, so have you guys had, switching gears back to Hispanic Heritage Month, have
Please.
you guys heard of anything called spa water? Spa water.
Spa water.
Apparently-
no.
Okay,
That's-
first off,
I've had mineral water or from mineral wells.
okay,
So
well,
we-
have you ever heard of, okay, so spa water apparently is where they take a fruit and they turn it into that of a water, like a watermelon water or a pineapple water.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, you've heard of spa water? Okay, so
Yeah.
essentially
Oh,
it's
like
what we call
cucumber
aguas
water.
fresca.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aguas fresca.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aguas fresca is what it's originally been called, and now it's been appropriated to spa water. That's what they're calling it.
That's because
and
that's where
so-
that's
where-
where they first experienced it.
Yeah, that's where you get it. Generally, is it's like spas. You
When
know.
you go to the nail salon, they might
Well,
have it.
Yeah, they
But
have it
it's fu-
there.
but it-
They have it at like nice boutiques.
Yeah, but
yeah, like common
called
things
out-
in other countries that are common in stuff. Like in America, they come to America, they're extravagant because we don't have them here. You know, like French onion soup. French onion soup is a poor man's soup in Russia and stuff, but over here, it's an extravagant soup. You're gonna have it at an extravagant place. You're not gonna find it very many places, you know, because it's one of those things. So it's just weird how America takes things that are you know, cheaper and lower.
Well, yeah,
in
the
other
barbecue.
countries.
I mean, let's
Yeah,
barbecue.
barbecue.
That's exactly that. Because it takes so much effort to make. That's why
Time.
you get charged. Yeah, time and effort.
But
So the
also
same things
the
that you're talking
the
about.
barbecue they make here is like brisket. That's not a cheap cut of meat.
Right. That too.
You can cook a different cut of meat
Yeah.
the same way you cook a brisket.
Yeah, but I mean, food trucks, right, Jorge? Or I mean, you can take you can take that. Like, I want to hear your list. You seem like you got a list, so go through your list.
well, no,
real quick.
I'm just saying that spa water has been appropriated now.
Yeah, but you
by
can go. You
Aguas
can go
Fresca.
that. There's so many other things, though, right? Like
But agua fresca
taco trucks, food
it
trucks.
is Spanish for spa
Fresh
water.
water. No, it's, well,
I mean, loosely translated.
yeah, I mean,
loosely translated.
yeah.
Fresh water. Well, why do you go to the spa to get fresh?
fresh water.
Agua fresca, spa water.
Fresh
Just the-
water.
Do you
just
have
the
a
best
favorite
translation.
agua fresca?
Honestly, just regular pineapple, or you know, people like horchata, but sometimes that gets too sugary for me,
Man,
and
horchata.
I cannot have.
Yeah, a
Dude,
lot of people.
what's the gas station that has the horchata on the tap? The tap. at the
Like
soda
QT,
pump?
all of them, all of them. if
I
you're-
used
if
to
you're-
get it all the time at 7-Eleven over when I lived in Plano.
I prefer
It is not.
arroz con leche.
I need to go coach.
That is like that's a great breakfast. That's what that is like. It tastes like horchata, but it's rice, and it's really creamy, and it tastes like cinnamon. It's delicious.
It's like oatmeal, but
It's
rice.
kind of like oatmeal, but rice. Yeah, it's like rice pudding.
Yeah.
That's a good comp. It's delicious. Atole is what I'm talking about.
Atole. Yeah. Are there any Mexican foods you don't eat?
A lot. There's a lot. I struggled with it as a child. I gotta be honest with you.
Mexican candy is too salty.
Some of it.
It's too much sodium.
Yeah, I used to
agree.
puke at restaurants as a kid, man, all the time. It took me a
I
long
just
time to
don't-
find out like what I could and couldn't eat. I don't know what it was about. It was.
When I get a lote,
ice.
I don't want too much mayonnaise. That's my only. That's the only thing.
I don't make it with too much. I make it, you know.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
That's-
but I've had those like what you're
I-
talking about.
I mean,
yeah.
I've had some that was
Mm.
thick.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It felt like it was more mayonnaise than corn.
Yeah, not for me. No
Yeah.
thanks.
Menudo. I don't.
Yeah,
eat
I don't mess with
I
menudo
hate
at
that,
all.
Man, dude, I saw
That,
menudo the other day for 13.
Tripas, all of it.
Tripas, I
all
love
of that.
tripas.
You
I
love all that too?
menudo.
Nope. I do lengua. I do lengua. I love lengua.
Lingua's
Lengua.
tongue, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's delicious.
It is
What's
absolutely delicious.
barbacoa? Barbacoa is just
Yeah.
barbecue. right?
Cheek, it's cheeks.
Barbacoa?
Cheeks.
Face meat. face meat.
Yeah, it's face
Yeah.
meat. It's the head meat.
But I don't like it when it's too greasy, man. Like, don't
Oh,
get
yeah,
it too
agree.
greasy.
I agree with
I
that.
like it all.
I like the tacos. Period.
Yeah.
Tacos.
There's some different.
Any
man,
kind of tacos.
have you guys ever had tacos
I don't like-
from Stripes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
What?
my God, Stripes tacos.
Yeah.
are
Burrito
the
Taco
best.
Company.
My mom does her
Yeah.
HR.
Oh my God, they're delicious. They're to die for.
Yeah.
In fact,
I don't
I
mess
would
with
have lunch.
Nepales either. I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, or the tunas. Like, no, dude. Let me tell you something. I would have lunch and breakfast at a Stripes or a Laredo Taco Company. Like, I could do that.
Where is
I used to
this
live
guy?
off the burritos at
Yeah.
Stripes, man. When I worked overnights,
Fried burrito.
Mhm.
Where is that around here? That's
They're
North.
they're mostly like south and
West
west.
of here.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah, they are.
It's
Speaking
actually
of-
7-Eleven owned.
Mhm.
yeah. Speaking of something that's on its way, HEB.
Yes.
Well, the building is up. The signs are up.
It's
Yeah.
this
that place
Wednesday,
is gonna
right?
be so packed.
I think it's
when-
Tuesday. Tomorrow.
Is when it opens.
It opens this week. It opens this week.
I'll be checking it out this week.
I'm gonna definitely check it out this week as well. I gotta go. I'm a grocery store nut. Like it's kind of an obsession of mine. They
You're
don't
a
have.
connoisseur.
I'm a connoisseur. We have the best grocery stores, dude. Hands down. Like everywhere
Okay.
I travel, I gotta say we have the best grocery stores in the world.
Okay.
And Safeway, Rite Aid. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to. That's like basically a giant like Eckerd's. You know what I mean? Like back in the
Okay,
day.
It is
can I give
very
a-
much
can I
like
give a
an Eckerd's.
Can I give a PSA announcement on HEB?
Please.
I'm happy that everybody's excited about
Is this
it.
another appropriation you're gonna say?
Well, two things. All right. Number one, the HEBs in the valley, they used to serve aguas frescas at a majority of them.
Fresca.
Yeah, and then they
United
cut
used
that.
to too. Market Street in Lubbock
Yeah.
used to.
Mhm.
Yeah, they cut that. They cut that at all HEBs. In fact, I remember the last HEB that
Well,
stopped
COVID-
serving
COVID,
aguas
bro.
frescas. Yeah.
COVID, bro.
No, it sucked.
Get your hands
Well,
out my
no-
agua fresca.
Well, nonetheless,
Don't if you
that-
served
that
it
sucks.
if you served it like
They
if it was
serve
like
it all. They serve all the ingredients.
don't put a cup in your hand and like scoop it out and then
Don't make it.
try to get me
All
to
you
drink
need-
out.
I'm
of it.
gonna get. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, Jorge.
Okay.
Agua
Big-
fresca.
A big
COVID,
glass
bro.
jar.
That's all I gotta say is COVID. You
I'm
gotta be
I'm getting you a
sanitary.
big glass serving canister so you can make your own agua fresca. Because they have
Agua
all the-
fresca.
It's like they stopped serving it. They stopped serving it. Just go to the fruit section and get a bottle of water and shove the watermelon in there and shake it up.
It's not the same.
Done. It is.
Agua fresca.
It's gotta sit there for days at a time, and
No.
And it's-
you gotta not know when it was made last, like in order for
Yeah.
it to be good.
That's
And
not,
the woman,
You have
and
to
the woman-
question it. It's gotta be warm. Also,
Not my spot
please
water.
warm.
no, it's got to be super cold.
Yeah, you gotta have ice in
Dude,
it,
I'm
dude.
telling you,
It's gotta be watered down.
You got to pour like a
I'm a
bag
f-
of
I
ice
have
and it melts
phobias.
over the fruit. Whatever the fruit is, the bag of ice has to have melted over it, and you've added another bag on top of that.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
If I go into a shop like that and I'm not blasted with cold air when I walk in the door, I don't want anything in that store. I don't. I'm sorry.
And the woman-
oh.
And the woman serving it at bare minimum needs to be 63. She has to be on Social Security if she's gonna serve me aguas fresca.
Mm.
Okay? Because I know it's made with love. Okay, the next
I
thing.
understand. It's more of an
If you
experience with you.
Okay, do not
Put
buy
hair
your
in that
beer-
shit.
Do not buy your beer at HEB unless that same beer is at Walmart, because Walmart has the lowest prices on beer.
There you go.
HEB will price match that same exact package, but if it's an off-brand, like let's say that one of these beer brands comes out with some like pineapple peach beer and it's not at Walmart, expect to pay a lot more at HEB than you will at Walmart. And that's the only thing that kills some of these brands, is that, you know, these larger chains, they have the ability to bring this variety in. However, they don't price it the same. So you could get like I'm going to say Seltzer A, which is a lime
Sure.
beer, right? They both sell it, but if the Seltzer A is at $5 and they come out with this beer that they want you to try, they mark that up to $8, okay? And so, but you're never going to buy it because you buy this $5 seltzer. So it's just going to lose. Anyhow, just a
What
PSA
about
announcement.
places like
Kroger?
Trader Joe's? Like they don't mess with any of those, you know?
No, they have different price points, but the reason why you go to Trader Joe's is to buy the Trader Joe's wine. And so then they're able to mark up.
Yeah.
So they're able to mark up other beer packages a little bit higher, but you're like, okay, hey man, I don't mind spending extra money on,
because they do the build your owns basically. You go in there, they have just random beers. Who knows? You just put together your own package.
In fact, I'm drinking Trader Joe's wine right now.
There you go. $2 Chuck. He just died. The creator of $2 Chuck just passed.
He never made any money off of that.
Did not, but his belief was that you should never pay over $10 for a bottle of wine. That was his belief.
Let me tell you something.
Also, his vineyard. There's a whole documentary podcast on it. That's very good. I believe Consumer Reports sponsored. I'm not sure. Anyway, really cool podcast about $2 Chuck and his vineyard and how Trader Joe's and all that stuff. Got it. And, just really interesting stuff.
It's like, to me, it's like IPA beer. Like, I got to get into it. I got to drink a lot of it in order to appreciate it. I can't first
wine?
taste.
Are you talking about wine?
Let me
$2 Chuck in particular. Like I'm like, no thanks. And then like after a while, I'm like, okay.
IPA beer is such a scam. Let me tell you why. The reason why IPA, it's called an Indian Pale Ale. And the reason why it's called Indian Pale Ale is because the Brits, whenever they had India as a colony, they would take their beer from Britain to India. In order to keep their beer fresh, they just added tons of hops to it. Tons of hops, so that whenever it arrived, it still tasted fresh. Yeah, and so it's easy to make that beer, and not to mention it's not sessionable, okay? On a hot day, you're not craving.
If it was easy, sir, we wouldn't call it craft beer. Troy, what you eat?
It's not a craft beer. It's not. There's nothing crafty.
Tell that to Sam Adams.
It's like Kool-Aid that somebody put an extra cup of sugar in. It's
First off,
garbage.
I love when people
not as
say,
God intended.
They're like, oh, I love a craft beer. And I'm like, well, what's crafty about it? Where are the hops coming from? Is it some magical land that they use magical dirt?
Have you never seen a Sam Adams commercial?
It doesn't matter.
Sam Adams, does Sam Adams make it?
He spends his time trying to find the best hops he can find that have the best bouquets.
And then he puts the appropriate amount in it and calls it lager, which is a real beer.
Well, a lager is a harder beer to make because you're using the bottom of the fermenting yeast, and you have to take the temperature from high to low, and you cannot make a lager in your backyard or in your garage. No. I'm just gonna say that it's all ales, it's all these IPAs. So all these people that are like, oh, I'm into craft beer. Well, no, you're not, dude. First off, you're not even drinking your beer out of the correct glass.
What about? Have you heard of live wine? Is that what unfermented wine? What is that? Have you heard about that?
That's called grape juice.
Right.
I don't know what that is. I know about beer. I don't know.
What is that? What are you eating?
You know what goes good with beer and wine?
What's that?
A pound-and-a-half bone-in New York ribeye.
Is that what that is? Jeez.
Double-aged potatoes.
Well, there you go, bud.
Somebody's been working that overtime.
Right? Yeah, Daddy's eating good, boys.
Nice. Love it. That's probably the best thing you've ever had on here.
Yeah.
Are we all caught up?
We're all caught up. It's time to get into it. We did mention. Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Hey.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Hey, computer. What is the quote of the day?
Here is your quote for September 19th from Steve Jobs.
If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on.
Hey, ask it to repeat again.
Computer, repeat the quote of the day.
Sorry, I'm having trouble accessing your Alexa amusement skill right now.
That's that every time you ask me to repeat it.
Go ahead, you read it, please.
Okay, from Steve Jobs. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. From Steve Jobs.
Wow.
Who's most famous for being romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I definitely feel that, bruh. I was. You saw me at my worst.
How is that? How
You saw me at my worst.
I have a lot of problems with this quote.
Why?
Namely, because of who it's from.
Okay. Well, you got to take that part out of it.
Like, who would pull a quote about relationships from Steve Jobs? Honestly.
Yeah, he
Why
was
can't you,
terrible
though?
because
Why
he was
can't-
terrible to his family and to anybody who loved him, basically. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm going back to dictator quotes.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, But I love this quote because it is true.
It is a
Like,
good quote.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second. Let's analyze why he was terrible to people. Maybe because the people wanted him to be something
talking
that
about
he
his
just.
daughter.
Okay,
Right.
well, first off, this wasn't a don't settle until you find the best daughter. He's talking about a relationship. So
No, yeah,
take
we're
the-
talking about him as a person. See, this is why
Exactly.
me and Troy had this conversation earlier about his two favorite fighters. Like I get like being a fan of somebody and like.
we're not gonna do this.
No.
Well, hold on a
I'm just
second,
I'm just
hold
saying,
on.
like,
Are these fighters talking about finding love?
that's like we're as a society. This is something that we struggle with, like celebrities and how we separate them from the things they do in their private lives versus like what they represent, and like that's like a
Okay.
whole fucking thing.
Okay, but we're talking about love here. So if I may,
Go ahead.
there have been times where, women thought that I was going to ask them to marry them, or, and I just couldn't be that to them. I couldn't go through with that. I mean, even my past relationship, we were supposed to be getting married, but after a while I was like, no, I feel like I'm settling. I feel like this isn't the right thing. And I know you want all this out of me. And in your mind, you pictured it would be this way with me, but it's not going to be that way. And you might come off as dickish, but it's like, no, there's nothing that you can do or change that's going to make me love you more. You're just not going to be it for me. So I must move on until I find it. And I agree, you should not settle. If you haven't found it, keep on looking for it. I mean, now at the age of 41, I'm finally ready to settle down. But man, let me tell you something. It took finding the right one that liked all the music, all the festivals, all the shit that I like to do in order to get to that point. So I agree with you, Steve Jobs. R.I.P.
Nice.
RP big player.
Nice.
I just feel bad for anybody that's taking this advice because, I mean,
He was
who's
a
going to
terrible
settle for
human.
you? You got to find somebody to settle for you.
It's not even settling. It's that easiness, right? Like
just a
it's
joke.
easy when you
Oh,
do.
yeah. No, but yeah, I think there's a lot to what you're saying. No, but there is.
Computer, what is love?
I might not have love quite figured out. So
Who
I'm
does?
learning more about it from people. Here's what love means to Raji, a product specialist and disability activist.
Love is supporting people in pursuing their dreams no matter their abilities.
That's very
To hear more
specific,
active
love.
Keep asking, what is love?
That is very specific, love. Yeah, man. I think there's something to that too. I think when I don't know, there's a point in time where you love someone more than you love yourself, right? And I think that's where you can kind of break through to this other level. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And we lost Jorge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Look, basically, listen, if you're not feeling it in the current relationship you're in, get out of it and go find it. Basically. And that's a lot of times easier said than done, right? You might be, locked down in a lease with somebody, or you might not have that exit strategy ready to go. You may not have the funds to do it. For whatever reason, folks still stay in it, or they might be holding on to that last glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you that, yes, it is not easy. If you want to leave somebody to find better, it's not easy. So,
yeah, but also
find
if you're the
courage.
other person on the other end of that, like, that doesn't mean it's over for you. That's the perspective I'm trying to get though too. Like if you're on the other end of that thing, and someone is like, you're not it for me, I'm moving on. It feels like you're never gonna find the right person, or you're never, But just know, just like this quote is saying, just keep going, and then eventually you'll find that right person, no matter how many times you feel like you're having to start over. Just keep going, because you will find that person eventually.
and I want to talk to those people that are holding on to somebody that are like, oh no, maybe he'll change. They won't change. If you're confused, you're getting the correct signals, and you need to let that person go, because you're just holding on.
$19.99, folks. You can get all this on 2 DVDs.
Yeah,
and
let
if
him
you call and order now. We'll give you the special diary of Chris Bustos.
Why me? What did I do?
You wrote a diary? Good for you.
Just let him go.
I'm gonna rebrand it as a journal.
Just let them go.
Spotify list.
Yeah, I was in several relationships where the girls were holding on to me, and I, maybe I should have just been mean, but I was just kind of like, all right, well, I guess I'll entertain this for a few more months. Like, this is, but in some regards, the kind of onus is on them too, because I'm like, dude, I'm giving you all the signals that this isn't going to work. But
so then be a man and break up with her, bro.
I did, and
okay,
they still
so
want to
then...
hold on. Yeah, and then you have to ghost them, and then
TV sucks.
Yes, please. Right. Anything but this.
Yes, this is terrible.
All right, it's all.
Well, Steve Jobs brought it up.
Okay, don't fuck Steve Jobs.
All right,
Steve Jobs and Heartbreaking Jorge.
Yeah. Fuck.
You do it nice.
He's up.
I forgot.
And then when we leave,
let's go.
And when we leave,
hey,
you don't say no. You don't say goodbye to nobody.
Bustos, he's drinking the wine again.
That's what it is.
Well, I gotta go eat.
That's
too.
what it is. That's what it is. All right.
I got some shows. Some of our shows overlap.
No, yeah, that's good. So whichever one you want to get into, go ahead and start us off with TV Subs.
You want to talk about She-Hulk?
I would love to. I finally got a chance to catch up on it and watch it, and
Did you watch 4 episodes?
Yes, 4. I didn't get the 5th in yet.
5th's not out yet.
Okay, good.
I don't think.
I pleasantly surprised. I mean, I knew not to take too much stock into all the knocks it got, and just to just watch it and see for myself. I'm glad I did. It was really good, really funny. I like when Marvel can kind of let their hair down, if you will, and do these types of things and kind of be goofy and just not so serious and not so broed out, I guess. If that makes sense. But yeah, I love it. Hilarious. I love Wong.
Being broed out is Marvel's. I don't know if being broed out has ever been Marvel's.
It's more like the trolls, man. I hate that shit. Like it just bothers me. Like,
yeah, you can't take it so seriously. I mean, your favorite, you being a fan of a Marvel comic book is not a character trait.
Yeah,
and it shouldn't define you as a person that you read comic books. There is so much weird.
But it does.
It's gatekeeping.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Gatekeeping.
Yeah, I hate it so
and
much.
Racism. And
Sexism.
And just haters, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. I like this show. I've sat down and watched it every week with Rowan and Eli. Zev doesn't like it. Deacon doesn't like it. They're basically the same person. So
yeah.
But me, Rowan, and Eli like it. Sarah doesn't really like it that much. She thinks it's kind of cheesy, too cheesy for her.
Yeah. My favorite episode
some
was
of the first episodes were very cheesy.
Yeah,
which one was your favorite?
The last one was my favorite.
The fourth one,
oh my god,
magician. Yeah.
The magician.
Donnie Blaze.
It's the female character that gets me, man.
You are one episode behind. There's 5th episode.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
I love the title of it.
What's her name?
Green and poured into these jeans.
She says it, but you don't know where the Y is. Like, it's not where you think it is, or something like that. Like that girl that's hanging out with Wonger the whole time.
Yes.
That was the best part. Like, she was so freaking funny.
That's a great character. I hope she makes some sort of weird cameo.
I hope she's in the Marvel universe, and I hope she's in makes cameos like in a bunch of different stuff.
Yes.
Please.
I want Deadpool to kind of kill her. That made me laugh a lot.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
So the guy that plays Pug, her co-counsel, and not her paralegal, but he is in a show on HBO called what used to be on Comedy Central called The Other Two.
Okay. Oh
Which is
yeah, the
super
brother.
funny.
Yeah. The
He's
little
the-
brother's funny, or the
The
little
little
brother's
brother-
like a superstar.
He's
and
like Justin Bieber.
yeah. Okay.
And then he has two older siblings that
Right.
are adults.
Got you.
He plays the older sister's on again, off again boyfriend, and he's amazing in that.
Nice.
Super funny, and he's in this show. In the last episode, he has a lot more lines. He gets the paralegal to go with him to a shoe drop
Okay.
because it's a one per customer.
Nice.
And she's like, "Why do you need two pairs of Iron Man 3s?" And he goes, "One to rock and one to what did he say?
Like have on
One
display.
to one to display, and one to, he has some line for it, but it's,
Yeah.
And then they get it's just great.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we're talking about She-Hulk, right?
She-Hulk. Yeah.
Yes.
Good show.
Yeah,
Really-
yeah. I've been watching it.
What do you think?
It's good. I'm watching it with my girl, and it's funny because she says, she can relate because women have to control their emotions, right? A lot of shit comes at them, and it's one for the women, and it's not terrible.
I enjoy it. Yeah, I love it. I think it's hilarious.
entertaining. Did you guys fanboy out with Megan Thee Stallion when they were all twerking and shit?
I did not.
It was
That was
alright.
probably-
I'm not
that was
okay. I mean, I'm
probably
okay with it.
Least of note to me, like
Yeah.
I kind of forget about it sometimes.
I do like all the. I mean, I think they're all funny in their own little ways. I like that
The
wrinkle.
Titania person is great, and it's even better that Jamila Jamil plays her because she has come out against all the influencers and stuff, like just like it's all fake, and that she plays a person like that has moderate superpowers is great.
Yeah.
I think the last episode, episode 5, the last one that just came out, is probably the best so far.
Oh, okay. Nice.
What, that was with about the shoes and stuff.
Yeah, the shoes. Yeah, shoes one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love
I
the
thought that was-
artwork. I love the artwork at the end, in the credits artwork. Every
It's
time
funny
I
that
sit down
the
and watch
two I guess I don't know if it's the two latest, but Miss Marvel and this, like a lot of people didn't give a chance, and I think they're missing out. I think both are quality.
Dude, did you ever see Orphan Black?
Yeah, I love Orphan Black. That's what I try
Orphan
to tell.
Black is awesome.
Very cool show, and she killed it in that. And I think
Yeah,
I think
right.
also we get a little spoiled, right? Like just to see Hulk and She-Hulk kind of on screen, and like that's like almost movie like quality CGI that we just like are just like eh.
Yeah, I don't get the complaint on that. I mean,
It's like, oh, it looks like shit. Well, it's a TV show, man. Like, go watch fucking CW, and tell me something.
That's what they're complaining about. I didn't know that that's going on. That's the thing.
That was like that's what they first tried to attack it on. Like all these trolls are trying to just like crap on how good it looks, saying it doesn't.
I don't have a problem with it at all.
I don't either.
I thought it was cool, man. And like, last time the Hulk had a TV show, man, that was rough. But Lou Ferrigno, covered in green body paint,
Right?
I mean,
Exactly.
And
I think it's cool that these shows are there to help fix plot holes and get us from one place to another. Like fixing the Hulk's arm, I thought was freaking dope. That's awesome. Let's, you know what I mean? Like him kind of transitioning. His whole transition.
What was Tony Stark doing during the blip?
Yeah.
What was Tony Stark doing during the blip? He was hanging out with the Hulk in Mexico, drinking at his bar.
Yeah.
Getting really drunk all the time. That stuff is cool.
Yeah, I love it.
And for all the freaking diehards, comic book accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know any of that.
Yeah, it's just all in like little one-liners that the Hulk throws out.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony got me this lab, and this is where we used to sit and get really drunk, mostly drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then like the end thing, the jokes about Captain America being a virgin, not a virgin, like that stuff was pretty funny. I love all that. I just love that kind of stuff when you can like take this very serious, very fun world and make fun of itself. That's dope.
Well, they need to progress it. All right, it needs to keep on evolving because I don't want to go back in the past and learn about how people became Spider-Man or any of that shit. Like, let's move forward.
The origin story for this.
You're not gonna like Daredevil then.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So what do you mean?
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
this
whoa.
is not going to be season 4. This is going to be reborn. It's.
Oh my god!
This is new. This is
It's
all going to
18
be
episodes, though.
It is going to be 18 episodes, and you're going to get the same people. You're going to get him. You're going to get Kingpin, and that's all that fucking matters.
It's a D'Onofrio.
Well-
yeah, that's true.
Well, wait a minute. Why are we going back in time and redoing this shit?
We're not. We're just like it's just a different version. It's just like the Joker stuff, you know. Like it's just a different version.
But it's the same people.
You can
But they
enjoy.
do it think about it like this, Jorge. They do it in the comics all the time.
Yeah.
This is like, well, one, he's going to have the yellow suit, which is a Mark Miller, or not a Mark Miller, Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Whoa. Daredevil's going to be in a yellow suit?
Yeah.
What the hell?
You go watch the last episode of She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
A little treat
Okay,
for you
I
at the
fell
end.
asleep. I kind of fell asleep at the end. That was the one where the
You always miss
chick
the
was
best
all
parts.
Well, no.
By the
You
way,
always
this
miss
is
the best
thing I've
parts.
ever had.
No, it was about the chick saying, "Hey, she hijacked my name and shit," right?
Oh, yeah. Then there's a new episode since then.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed that. Okay.
They go to
My
court. They go to the.
Yeah.
She sues her.
Yeah.
And she tries to get the She-Hulk name back.
Mhm.
It's good stuff. It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the best episode of the season, easily.
Yeah. I like the shapeshifter episode too. It was pretty funny. Okay. Yes. So that was dope. We both watched that. I also want to just real quick. This is a show that's been out for a while. It's getting a second season, or the second season might already be out. I'm late to the program, but it is so freaking good. Yellowjackets is amazing. This is a story about
It's on Amazon, right?
yes, it's on Amazon. It's a soccer team in the 90s. High school girls soccer team goes to nationals. They're on their flight to nationals. Flight goes down. They have to survive for 19 months out in the wilderness. And shit goes crazy. No, shit goes crazy.
Oh.
This shit goes crazy.
Great cast. I
Only a
haven't watched it
handful
yet.
of people survive, and those people are now older people. They're adults living their lives, trying to deal with what happened, and also try to keep the story to themselves. And it seems like the story's about to be kind of the real story of what happened is going to come out, and that's what they're trying to
Wait a
keep
minute,
under
this-
wraps.
Wait a minute. This is on what?
Amazon.
It's called it's on Amazon. It's got a great female cast, like Dean was saying. Not only the young actors, but the adult actors playing them. This is like 20 years later, or however many years later from the incident, and you have
Okay.
flashbacks.
So it's flashbacks.
Yes, and it's very. I mean, if you got to think about it, think about the movie Alive. Think about the movie Lord of the Flies. You know, this is survival. It gets really nasty. It gets really primal, really fast.
Yeah. Lord of the Flies, I would say. I haven't watched it yet.
It's really, really good.
It's on my list. And I've got one that I don't know if you're aware. Atlanta, season 4 just came out.
Yes, last season.
Season 3 just came out like last spring.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Season 4 is out right now. 3 episodes have been released.
Already.
I watched them all Sunday afternoon. And dude, every time I text you usually every time I'm watching the start of the season. I'm like, holy cow, this is
Yeah, I need to get back. I need caught up.
Season 3, they're all in Europe.
Right.
On a European hip hop tour. It's super trippy and
How much time passes in between each season?
years? I mean, they don't
Years, right? It's hard to tell, but years go by.
Yes.
Because you're basically following the career path of somebody from the start to the end of their, maybe the end of the career or whatever, prime of the career, maybe even after the prime of their career.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. I just can't think of a show that I like forget how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start watching them and like, oh wow, this is even better than last season.
It's almost like the same kind of. I used to get that feeling from watching Louis.
But he still has the Twilight. Yes,
right?
Yes.
And
Louis was very good.
And on that level where it's like, this is funny, this is philosophical, that has a point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm learning stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
And I think a lot of that is, well, one, you have people that are very, very talented and they have complete creative control.
Yeah.
And it was successful, and then they kind of have free reign to do whatever they want along with that.
Yeah.
And I think well, now Louis produces all his own stuff. I mean, nobody's putting money into it but his fans.
Yeah, I wish we could have done a screening, bro, but didn't happen.
Hey.
Yeah, the movie he just put out with Joe List.
Yeah, I
haven't watched it yet. I kind of don't want to go on his website and pay it.
I know no theaters put it out, man. They wouldn't touch it.
Hey, what about Cobra Kai? Anybody check that out?
Yes.
I have not.
Okay, I haven't watched the last episode.
Well,
I haven't watched
Troy and I pretty much watched the whole thing.
Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
We watched
the whole thing.
We
don't have to get specifics about it.
But okay, just tell me if it's good.
He did not like it. I think it's
the new season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Is it losing it? Is it losing?
To me, it's just
like,
campier. That's part of the quality I think that people like about it, but it takes it too far.
It's very CW. It's always been that.
Yeah, it's very
campy, but it got real
cheesy.
CW. It got real like, oh my god.
They did a Maverick scene. They did a Maverick volleyball scene. You know, just to give you some reference. That's you know, I don't know.
So it's taken. So if I hear you correctly. It's going the way of Walking Dead.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Drops off.
It's
the same showrunners and stuff, right?
Huh?
The drama is. Anyway, it's.
You want it to be more about the karate, Troy? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I want it to be more about the fighting, more about, training for the next tournament. Like, let's keep going with the tournament, like.
Let's
do that.
More montages.
I think I mean, you just got to know with a show like that, especially with like a young cast like that, that's like a 4-year, like, because then they get too old and they're like, what are we still following this kid for?
You bring in a new cast, then you bring in a new era.
They've already done that. That's what this one is. This is
kind of
Well, then you keep going.
Yeah.
No.
Look. Does it
stop
bring
making
in,
the show?
Who was
Cobra Kai
the guy?
never dies.
Okay, no, but in part 3, the guy, what's his name?
They bring him back this. Yes, they bring him back this season.
Sweet,
but it's not.
So is this
it's probably not. It's probably not what you would want.
Is this the second half of season 3 or?
Yeah, basically, it's the second half of season 3, and it leads into possibly season 4.
With Hilary Swank.
No, it just basically. What would you expect? You go right back to the beginning.
You
go right back. You literally go right back to the beginning.
Fucking 5.
Okay. 5.
It is?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's counting the one from YouTube too. Right?
Yeah.
All of them. This is season 5, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, either way,
it is 5.
I love the inclusion of the dude from when they go to Okinawa.
Chosen.
Yeah, Chosen. I think that's dope. I like him. That's my favorite part of it. I think that the poor little boy that I think he gets the most hate, maybe.
Which one?
LaRusso's kid?
No, the one that is like was bullied, now is a bully.
Oh, Jacob Bertrand, Scar, the what's his name?
The little he's like the littlest one. The
black kid?
Yeah,
the
little
black
kid. Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah. Kenny
Payne.
Kenny Payne, that's right. Kenny Payne. Yeah, I think he gets a lot of shit just because, I mean, these guys aren't like, I don't know how much training acting they've done, I feel like this is just one of those things that kind of took off and they're all just trying to like ride it for all it's worth, like why not?
As they should.
Because you start taking this shit seriously, man, and then you're forgetting the whole point of the fucking show, right? It is supposed to be a joke. So that's why I don't I get where you're coming from, but I don't get where you're coming from because it is the show. It is like that's kind of how it is supposed to be.
It's real to me. It's real to me.
Right.
Daniel LaRusso is still a bitch.
Okay.
Daniel LaRusso is gonna fight. Yeah. So then after that, yeah.
Anything else you guys watching TV wise?
The Lord of the Rings.
Yes. How's that going?
Rings of Power, man.
How's that going?
Have you watched it, Dean?
I've watched all of them. Yeah.
I've not cracked that open yet.
I'm on the 3rd episode, but it's fucking badass. Sauron, like, so it's like an eternity before the movies, and
Sauron
Sauron is a lot like he's alive. This is his time, and
the rings don't exist at all.
Yeah, not this. This is the origins of the rings. This is the rings will probably. I'm thinking that we'll see the construction of the rings at the very last episode or something. Like the last scene will be the rings, but this is the beginning of the rings, and so your Sauron is alive and well, and he's a crazy wizard, and he's got his little orcs, and I love
Sauron has not made an appearance yet in four episodes.
Yeah, well, the essence of Sauron, but I think that's kind of like Lord of the Rings in itself, because Sauron, you know, but
visually it's very appealing, the whole thing. I would say if you did, I would love to watch it on a huge screen. I have a 70-inch TV in my living room.
Nice.
And visually it is, you can tell it's the most expensive show ever made.
Yeah,
it's great. Like when the travelers went through that little area, like in the first episode, not really giving anything
Dude, there's
away.
some good in the last episode. There's a couple of CGI effects that are amazing, Troy. I don't want to spoil it for you, but they are awesome.
Yeah, I'm very pleased.
Some of the story, I didn't think the first episode was great.
I heard it's boring, very boring.
It didn't get into anything really interesting until the second episode.
Well, there's that one thing.
Yeah.
In the cave.
Yeah, at the beginning, the first 15 minutes.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. But then it kind of trailed off into. I mean, it's like
Lord
reading
of
the
the
book,
Rings.
man.
Yeah, it's
like reading the book.
Exactly. I'm more interested in the throne. So how's dragons working out?
I've been watching.
We're not a fan. We're not a fan.
I've been watching a little bit of it
anymore, but
why?
Yeah,
not?
I've watched it. It's good. It's so Game of Thrones, the original felt more medieval and that kind of shit. This feels more like magical and like.
I would not say I don't think we've seen any magic other than the dragons in this entire.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's more mystical. It's more. I don't know. It just feels less medieval.
The original Game of Thrones was way more mystical and magical than anything.
Are you saying like pre-iron? Is that they have swords and shit, right?
Yeah, it's just 150 years before Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
So let me ask you, how are you guys feeling about these sex scenes? Are they good? A+, B-? Softcore?
That's why I'm just not watching anymore. It's stupid.
Why? Is it because of the sex scenes?
I think none of it has anything to do with it. It's
The
just
storyline. Yeah, I hate that. That's why I wasn't super into Spartacus kind of, because I felt like that too. I felt like this is kind of stupid. It's kind of lame.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, if it makes sense to the story, then I'm all for it, man. But like,
let's just throw in a random orgy.
It's just crap. Yeah. It has nothing to do with anything. If it wasn't there, the story would be interesting. But it is there.
Yeah.
Like, if they didn't have those scenes, I could watch this with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never know what you're gonna get, right? So you're like, kid,
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it, even for myself.
Wow.
It's just,
there you go.
I'm not gonna be watching it.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
And hey, let me ask you a question. That little girl, right? What's her name? The little girl making out, or the uncle wanted to make out with her or something, or give her the business. What was that chick? The princess.
It's just an actress.
Okay, how old is she? Yeah, she looks like she's 12, and they're putting her in sex scenes.
No,
it's ridiculous.
She's just very young,
dude.
Though.
Okay,
and they're aging her up next episode.
Okay, well, so it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, Cobra Kai doesn't though. I remember what you said about Cobra Kai, bro. Don't make me pull out receipts.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to watch Johnny Lawrence, Cobra Kai. I just want to watch, like, if it was just like a camera following him around.
You know what it should
be? Him doing just his regular weird stuff.
I agree.
Private
That's
eye.
the best
dude.
part.
He needs to be a private eye.
Yes.
Make him private eye.
If Johnny Lawrence was a private eye in Southern California suburbs, I would watch that.
Hell
I think William Zabka is awesome in this.
So good.
Like in the Cobra Kai stuff, but everything else, like Ralph Macchio, man, I can't. He's hard to watch for me.
Yeah,
I hate him.
I think it's his character more than it. You know what? We keep on trying to do another comp for it, like what the show. This is like Baywatch, basically. This is what it's like.
But Daniel LaRusso is an executive producer on the show, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right. Okay, I got a 3 of a kind. I'm sorry, not 3 of a kind. I just want to give you guys a heads up that there's going to be a 3 of a kind subject that comes up, and it's going to be movies that need a prequel.
Oh,
that never got one
for next week.
No,
or for this week?
No,
for some time.
No, for some time.
What are we doing this week?
Well, because in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, we're going to be doing our favorite Hispanic actors and actresses. So
okay,
and they got to be Hispanic. Can't be from Spain.
Oh, okay,
you do.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Troy doesn't see color or ethnicity.
Damn, Troy. Well, then Troy, you
sad.
highlight the problem that's in Hollywood,
sad. And that's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. There you go.
First.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Anyhow,
we'll figure that out later. Let's get back on track.
Yeah.
So we just covered TV shows. So not a lot of going on in the box office other than Woman King. Surprise for some. She did like 19 million.
What's up with that?
So it's a true life story about a female who kind of rises to power and uses the same tactics as men, but it's women out there doing the fighting, and that's at the time. I guess it's like the females from Black Panther, but like this is the real deal. This is the real deal story of a real tribe that did this, and the lead is what's her name? She's an awesome actress. She's been in a ton of movies. But the
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, she's the captain or whatever from the Suicide Squad. But anyway, Viola Davis. Yeah, she does one of those physical transformations that you hear a lot of when it's like The Rock or those type of dudes. But she does the same kind of thing, physical. She went through all these like workouts to embody this character, this warrior, this Woman King. She did really good. Box office was awesome. But I do want to talk about is the box office drama that has been unfolding over the last month. Okay, the movie that comes out this week is Don't Worry, Darling. Okay.
Wait a minute.
No, you can hold on. Okay. Well, you can hold on because I'm talking and you can go after me. And so Don't Worry, Darling.
Wine, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Don't Worry, Darling has taken over Cannes Film Festival. There's been drama leading into it. Shia LaBeouf was slated to be the lead actor in it. He couldn't get rehearsal time with the lead actress, so he decides to pass on the movie. Recently, I guess because of maybe the Jason Sudeikis drama of getting paper served to her at the giant premiere of her movie, screening of her movie at the biggest movie expo of the year. So she needed to get some publicity off her back. So she comes out with a statement saying that she fired Shia because she wanted to protect what's her name? The actress.
I don't know what her name is.
She said that she fired Shia to protect her, which wasn't true. So the whole thing is crazy. This was 2 weeks ago. We weren't on here. And the movie is coming out this week. So yeah, it is a big thing. Because it appears that Harry Styles spit on Chris Evans at the like this was a whole thing. The whole thing got really messy. All the actors are pissed off at each other. The lead actress doesn't even want to do any of the publicity for it. She's not going to any of the premieres. It's a whole thing. And
who's the lead actress again?
It is It is Florence Pugh, who is killing it right now. She's like the it girl right now. And Olivia Wilde is in the movie as well, but also the director. And the whole thing surrounds her relationship with Harry Styles. Basically, if she was a man, maybe it would be deemed inappropriate, right? Because we just went through Me Too movement. She's in a position of power as a director and has a relationship with the lead actor, which is the whole thing that made the Me Too movement all icky. It was just like, that's not cool to do that. And she does the same thing. Florence Pugh kind of doesn't like that, and so that's why there's a lot of drama surrounding this movie. And at the end of the day, it looks like a good ass movie, but all this publicity is kind of taken away from it, and we'll see what happens when it finally comes out this week. It looks very interesting. It's kind of like a Black Mirror episode, if you will. It looks like Pleasantville, but the what's behind it all. Yeah. So that was a big deal. But yeah, Harry Styles appears to have spit on him at the press. They're making faces at each other, like everybody's just over each other, and it's like a whole thing.
This is that one thriller. It's like a thriller movie, right?
It is.
Like set in the 60s or 50s or something.
Chris
like that?
Pine. I said Chris Evans. It's actually Chris Pine. Yeah.
Chris Pine,
It appears to be that, but I think it's not that. I think it's like
Which one is Chris
what's
Pine?
the one with Jim Carrey where he's like on a show but he doesn't know he's on a show?
Yeah.
I think that they don't know what time period they're actually in. Do you know what I mean? I think it's something weird like that.
No, not Ed TV. Is it Ed TV?
That was another one kind of like it. It was the one Jim Carrey. I don't remember.
Which one's Chris Pine?
Chris Pine is the guy who plays Captain
Kirk on the new Star Trek.
Oh, I love Chris Pine.
Yeah.
On Chris Pine.
Harry Styles, but they both obviously everybody denied that it actually happened, but we all saw it. The internet saw it.
I don't get it. I seen it too, but it just whatever. I mean,
yeah, it's weird, but yeah,
it's made up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good movie.
No, it looks good. We'll see. We'll see.
No, it's not going to be good.
Another story that came out of Canes.
Here's what I think.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Here's my 2 cents.
Are we done with this
Olivia
story?
Wilde has her head up her ass. Yes. Pick your head out of your ass, Olivia Wilde.
I agreed. That was the muck of Canes. The nice part about Canes was the great comeback story that is continuing for Brendan Fraser. He worked with Darren Aronofsky in a movie called Whale and received a 6 to 10 minute standing ovation. That was like a huge moment for him.
I saw that shit.
Yeah, man.
Do you have that movie?
It's not out yet. It's not out yet, but Darren Aronofsky has a history of doing this. He did this with Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke got his Oscar because of the wrestler. They worked together, and this kind of feels like he's gonna have that moment this year, but we'll see.
Okay, are you gonna get that movie?
Oh yeah, we'll get that movie for sure when it comes out.
I read a really.
I'd love to see it.
Really interesting.
Why didn't y'all get Clerks?
It's just I don't know. I don't know. I think they're just doing like small.
They're probably touring with it.
Yeah, either touring with it or they're just putting it out like in small market.
I feel like that's something that he would just tour with, like
or just stream
he's
it.
done with some other stuff.
Okay, may I have the floor and talk about a movie?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to talk about what's really been getting the controversy, the ultimate controversy of all controversies. And I'm glad that we're not a political show, but however, we got to get political. Why is everybody up in arms that the Little Mermaid is now black? Did anybody get this mad whenever Whitney Houston covered Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You? Nobody got mad at that shit. And so now all of a sudden everybody's getting all mad that the Little Mermaid is black. What if she makes it her own? Like, shit, get out of here. That's all I got to say.
Stupid. It's so stupid.
It's really stupid.
It's so dumb.
Absolutely.
It's
it's a mermaid.
And I heard Harry Styles spit on her.
Chris, are you showing that movie?
I don't think so because it's Disney, so most of their stuff is straight to streaming. Like Pinocchio came out. Did anybody see it yet? I can't wait to see it.
Actually, we were just watching it.
I only care about the
streaming.
I want the Guillermo del Toro one. I don't care.
Well, it's Tom Hanks, man.
Dude, Tom Hanks actually did a real good job. I went from hating Tom Hanks.
Did you see it?
To now loving him. Yes. Yeah, we just watched it.
I want to see it so bad. Is it good?
It looked like it was an instant classic. I was like, this movie's been out for 10 years. It was actually
no. It just came out.
Pinocchio?
Oh,
yeah, it just came out.
The new Pinocchio.
The new
There's
Pinocchio.
another one coming out. The Guillermo del Toro one. That's the one I want to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. This one that I just saw was really good. Wait a minute. How's Guillermo del Toro doing this?
He's doing a animated one.
Oh.
Yeah. There's 2 Pinocchios coming out soon.
Well, I'll just say that I went from hating Tom Hanks now to loving him again.
Why did you hate him?
You also hated the remake Lion King too.
Yeah.
The live action.
Yeah, well, that was terrible. No, I'm talking about I hated Tom Hanks and Elvis, which I've been watching on HBO Max over and over on loop.
You don't like his portrayal?
No, I hate that he's so good. That I like.
You hate him you hate his character is such a slime ball that you hate him.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I hated him. Like he did such a good job. But
that's how I felt about Chris Pine in that new movie he's coming in.
Yeah.
He was so good I spit on him.
Harry Styles, I love it. Well, we mentioned it is Hispanic Heritage Month, if you will. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. And what a way to celebrate with Canelo, right? He's fighting. He fought this weekend. Tell us all about it.
Yes, Canelo fought Triple G in the trilogy. Last time they fought was in 2018, where Canelo won. And look, I'm going to tell you something, guys.
Didn't really think Triple G was going to win.
I mean, look, I
didn't have to watch the fight. I just knew how it was going to end.
I'm going to give you some insider information.
Right? Go ahead.
He was 40. Yeah, he was 40 and Canelo's 32. I'm going to give you insider information. I knew on the first fight that there was going to be a rematch, part 2, because I saw the point of sale from Tecate a month before the fight even happened.
Oh, yeah, so for sure.
I should have placed a bet on the draw. But I'm going to keep it real. Canelo lost the first fight, everybody. It should not have been a draw. And the second fight should have been a draw, and Canelo should not have won it. Now, this fight, he won. I had him winning 8 rounds to 4. So I had a 116 to 112. But, Canelo dominated the entire time.
So they had Triple G winning 5 rounds?
Well, there was 2 guys that
he must have tried to. Did he steal one of the first few? Because I only got to see the end of the. Yeah, I saw the last half, and he really didn't turn it on until there was 4 rounds left.
Yeah, he turned it on the last 4 rounds. Like I was like, whoa, who is this guy? This last half. But ultimately, I scored it 116 to 112. He did come alive, but man, for 40 years old, that guy can still punch. Now listen. Everybody's dogging Canelo for fighting a 40-year-old. But hey, Mayweather was 40 years old, and he was still fighting. Did anybody dog him? No, they still call him a master of his craft. So all this to say, Canelo is still in his prime, but I wish he would have been able.
If Triple G won the fight, they'd be singing his praises. Oh, that 40-year-old dude is the master of his craft.
Blah,
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I do wish that Canelo would have got the knockout, though. I mean...
I wish Harry Styles would have spit on Triple G.
Yeah, man. I mean, there was moments where, I mean, I don't know, like it's hard, especially when you're at that level, it's hard to knock people out. Like, like I expect those matches to go to the distance. I expect those matches when you're 2 of the best fighters that ever fight, like it's going to go the distance.
Yeah. Triple G wasn't going to get knocked out. I will say that the singer for the national anthem of Kazakhstan, he was very extra.
Oh yeah,
I was like, whoa! Like, did you think he was
the announcer was extra? Like, I've never seen an announcer with dreads like that. That was pretty interesting. Is that guy?
That's your first time to see him?
Yeah. Does he do a lot of fights?
He does them all.
Oh, does he now? He took over for Buffer.
Well, no, not Buffer, but he does a lot of fights. I've seen that announcer before. I need to get his name, but
yeah,
he does. He'll be like. Michael Kennedy.
He does the second. He does a repeat. You got to have a shtick. You got to have like a shtick or like. Troy? We talked a little bit about your announcing. Do you have like a signature? Do you have a stamp? Just something that only you do.
Award-winning Golden Girls.
Yeah,
he's the only guy I know that does that.
Yeah,
the
pause between the award-winning and Golden Girls.
I say what the paper says. I mean, like when we do.
Try saying this.
Their number to old time rock and roll.
So you gotta have a sign off when you're done. Be like, I don't know.
It's the Wolfman.
No, I got one. I got one.
Hey now.
What is it? The award-winning Golden Girls? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Award-winning Plano East Golden Girl.
All right, here we go.
Rawr.
The award-winning Plano East Golden Girls.
There you go. Try that one out.
No.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't think so.
Hey, all right. Let's do movie of the week.
Okay, real quick, just one last sports note. Aldo retired. Good career for him.
Rest in peace.
RIP career. Yeah, man. WEC, UFC. What we wouldn't have 145s, and we would, you know what I mean, 135s. It wasn't for him. So
yeah.
I watched WEC before Jose Aldo was the champ. That was good stuff, man.
Yep. And then again, like I said, Spain wins the Euros. That's pretty crazy. Didn't expect that. I mean, I don't know. I was hoping for Luka, but
yeah,
basketball's back in a month. I'm so stoked on that.
Same.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Go.
Let's get into this movie that took me 4 times to finish.
4 times, really?
And this is not the first time I'm trying to do it.
So okay. Well, so I guess we know how Dean feels about it. This is the movie I picked. We picked G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes. Man, I love this. This is what I envisioned of a G.I. Joe movie when they first announced the first flick. This is what I had in my mind. It took them a while to get there, but they finally got there. The cast is amazing. You got Henry Golding, who is a star. You have one of my favorite new actors too. I guess I don't know how new, but Andrew Koji is a badass. He was in the Warrior, which we love. He was in the Train movie that we all just saw recently.
Yes, he's a great actor.
Yeah,
great actor. You
got Iko Uwais. He's been in a lot of action movies. He's a badass. So there's a lot of really cool things going on. Baroness, obviously, I'm a huge fan of Baroness. She makes an appearance. We have ninjas. So yes, it's everything that.
Wait, Baroness is in this? I never got to that part.
Yeah, like it's everything that young Chris loved about movies in one movie. That's all. Man. I used to watch Billy Blank's movies to give you reference.
I didn't think the action scenes were edited well. Like it's all choppy. I want like real like. If I think about what I would do in a Snake Eyes movie, it would be like awesome choreographed kung fu, like legit.
Like John Wick stuff, like
yes,
hand-to-hand combat.
Yes, and this was chopped weird, edited choppy. I want to see some smooth ninja stuff, man.
Well, I'm sure this was a lot longer
shots with
they just cut down, you know. They took chunks out of these movies, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Did they? I feel like they added stuff. And just the beginning was so like.
You don't like the origin story? Troy, where'd you fucking go? Because you were talking this movie up earlier and now you're gone.
I'm right here. Here.
So what are you at? He's just talking about he didn't like the origin story. And you told me earlier, that's why I hate when you call me before a fucking show. And he gives me all the good shit. Like before the show, I'm like, dude, why are you doing this?
Okay, you want me to go? I was waiting. Y'all were talking.
Like I do. Like he gives me a whole show before to do a show. Yeah,
I enjoyed it, and I'm going to tell you why I enjoyed it. Like I disagree with Dean. I thought it was well put together. I agree with the choppiness, but I think that's the whole part of somebody who loves kung fu and the old movies and that old way. I think they were kind of embodying that in a way, and they were. I really enjoyed how they really infused ninjutsu, which is the way of the ninja, in this movie, and that was a whole point of it. I loved how they weaved a story in where there's a thin line between good and bad, because the good guy goes bad and the bad guy goes good, and you're like, wait, what? Kind
of like Joker.
Yeah, I love how they dug really deep and used cinematic integrity and really told the story instead of like a G.I. Joe cartoon or comic book. Like they kind of got serious. Like there's a lot of people that are upset that it's not like G.I. Joe, the movie, or the cartoon. It never was supposed to be. This is more of
realism.
But if this is real,
Right.
That's what I love about it.
But in G.I. Joe 2, that ninja fight on the side of the mountain, that was awesome.
Was great, and I
wanted more of that.
That was cool.
Madness.
Give me the origin story of how those guys got from that to that.
Yeah, that's true.
I wanted something.
Hey, well, save it for the Three of a Kind.
Pretty sure you get a little bit of that in this movie, though. You know, you do get them.
Yeah,
you do get them
it's
in the
not-
mountain. You do get those cool tricks.
Yeah, but not enough for me.
Yeah, true. Not enough.
And not early enough.
All right.
Yeah, agreed.
So let's pick the next movie, and then
Because
move
Jorge,
on.
you did not watch it. Did you watch it? You didn't watch it.
No, I
Watch it in a I did watch it just a long time ago, and let me just
so
say,
he did not watch it.
I didn't like it because I didn't see King Cobra. I didn't see that dude with the shiny silver head.
That's not
I
the
didn't
story.
see-
That's what this is a very specific story between these two characters, though. That's why you didn't see that.
Two of the best-selling action figures of all time.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. That's like one of my favorite parts of GI Joe is the Storm Shadow, Snake Eye storyline. Is there like I always love. I'm a wrestling fan, so give me fucking Shawn Michaels
You're
kicking
not
Marty.
a wrestling
Give me
fan.
Shawn Michaels kicking Marty Jannetty through the pane glass window. Like
You're
I love
a
like
fucking traitor.
that storyline
Okay,
between
okay.
best friends, mortal enemies for life.
Okay, you just
All right,
opened
hey,
the
all
door.
right, hey, just real quickly, because
That's
you
a
brought
phone
up
call
wrestling,
next
Chris,
week.
because you just brought it up. What did you think, Troy, of the was it Logan Paul or Jake Paul press conference with Roman Reigns? Just give me 30 seconds.
I think it's a joke. I think it's
Okay,
one of
all right.
those things where you know we're gonna do what we can do to get views. Logan Paul's hot and he's in. He's not a bad wrestler.
He's
I
actually a
would
good
love-
wrestler.
Yeah, no, it's not
I'd
even
love
that.
to see him kick. I like Logan Paul. I'd love.
I
to
think
see
it's
him kick
interesting.
the face in of Roman Reigns. Hold on.
It's not gonna happen.
But it's Crown Jewel, you know, so it's probably not going to happen. They're just trying to get butts in seats, and they've admitted that. I mean, it's Crown Jewel. That's why Shawn Michaels came back a couple years ago for Crown Jewel.
Yeah,
To get butts in seats.
so to give you reference, what Crown Jewel is, this is an event that's put on in Saudi Arabia, and it's very controversial that this goes on.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no
they
kidding.
they still do it, and because they get paid a lot of money to do so. Seemingly they've broken some ground though. They've had a couple of female matches, which is breaking ground because it never happened before. But I think that this is the thing that makes it interesting to me is that this guy literally started his whole journey going viral for jumping off of his roof, and he's catapulted that into a whole industry, right? Like there wouldn't be social media like stars if it wasn't for this family, really, right?
I disagree with
I
that.
Oh man,
disagree,
he took it to a whole nother stratosphere, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
let's-
he's
All
up
right,
there.
so
He's up there.
he
He's up
did
there.
something amazing in his youth with YouTube, and this is the
culmination of
next
that.
the culmination of that.
Yeah,
As
he-
opposed to-
all the
okay,
skills he's learned
now-
all the way up here has gotten
No,
to
different
this
than what the
fake
Miz
wrestling.
did. Nope.
Okay, so that's an example. Another example of that would be Bo Burnham. Which one do you think is actually contributing better to overall social structure of society, or just thinking outside of the box? You got Logan Paul. Is it Logan Paul or Jake Paul?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Logan Paul.
They're the same
Logan Paul.
person. And then you have Bo Burnham.
We're not talking about like I see what you're saying, but we're talking about sports entertainment, and for sports entertainment's sake, I think that it's crazy that everything that he's done to this point has led him to here, because it's literally everything, all the skills you need
Right.
to be successful in pro wrestling is what he's been doing this whole time.
I mean, the same could be said about the Miz. The
Yeah,
Miz.
exactly.
was in-
He's another Miz, or Theo Von.
What
yeah.
we really need to be talking about is the AEW drama with CM Punk,
Yeah.
Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page.
Yeah, that sounds like something we need to talk about on another
Boom,
podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. The only reason why I bring it up is just because it made national media news or whatever the crap. And Chris brought up wrestling, and All right,
That's
I'm sorry, go
right.
ahead. I
Okay,
digress.
well, let's go ahead. I'm going to give you the share capability so we get the wheel out to pick our next movie for movie of the week.
And I hope it's one of my. I just want to say that. God, I hope it's one of mine. Jesus.
Is yours Thrashing and Spun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it's not one of yours.
I'm kind of over. I don't want to watch Spun.
Yeah,
Why not?
I really don't want to watch Spun either.
We've already watched a movie that has the sex in 2 acts. This will be our third. If we get Spun, Spun will be our third Eric Roberts movie.
Are you kidding me?
No. We
Wait,
watched
what was the last
Best of
Eric
the
Roberts
Best.
We watched Best of the Best. Yep.
And then we watched the
Pope of Greenwich Village.
The Pope of Greenwich Village. I wanted to say the Prince. The Pope of Greenwich Village.
Yeah.
And then and Spun has both of those guys in it.
It just makes me feel
Yeah, but-
icky, but I'll watch it if I have to.
All right.
The rules are the
but
rules.
it's
The
a
rules are the rules.
masterpiece.
The rules are the rules.
To me, I would rather watch Spun than the John Leguizamo movie Freak.
The Jerk.
The Jerk. That movie was the worst.
No,
That
it
was
was
hard.
Pest.
Here we go. The hot chick.
It was
Hey, the
It's
pest.
not the Jerk. The Pest.
Hey.
Sorry,
All right, the hot
Jorge.
chick.
Not this week, buddy. Nice.
All right, the hot
That's
chick.
me. I won.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm
I think this is the
excited.
better way, though. Let's just keep on eliminating them as we go along. And once we clear the board, we'll start with a new board. Everybody gets 2.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
like that.
Cool.
I agree.
Wait, so I don't get to pick a new one?
Nah, not
No.
till you're done. Not till we're done. But it's
some
okay.
bullshit.
Well, you had
You
like
know,
3 in a
that's
row.
a
Did
good
you have
one on
3 in a
that.
row? Like, or something? Like,
Yeah.
I think you did.
And
Yeah,
I bowed out. I had 3 in a row, and I
Yeah.
gave mine away because 3 in a row is too much.
It's too much. y'all.
Yeah.
I think I had 2 in a row.
All right. Well, it is all yours, buddy, because you have the floor now. So you soak it up and get it all in. You might not get to
Yes.
choose another movie, but you get to do Cool Story, Bro.
Are we gonna do Cool Story, bro?
Cool Story, Bro. The stage is yours finally. No one lets me talk.
Oh, the book thing.
Do the book thing.
Oh, yeah. Do the book thing. Do the book thing. We'll do that.
Do the
and
book
go back
thing
to
and
Cool
then Cool Story.
Story. Yeah, let's do that. Do
We
that.
can do Cool Story Bro next week.
It
Do
gives
the
you
book
it
thing.
gives you more stalling
Oh,
time.
no. We got to do Cool Story, bro, this week. We got to do it.
Okay.
this
Well, we got to get in quick. Let's go. We
All right.
got 30 minutes.
Talk
y'all.
about your book. Troy's book club.
Okay. Well, let's do Cool Story, bro, and fuck the book. I'd rather do
All right.
Cool Story.
We'll come
Let's
back
do
at OT. We'll do OT with the book.
L2 with the book. There you go. Okay, so Cool Story, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cool Spooky Story.
Spooky season's coming.
We have
September,
taken
guys.
over. It is now almost October, and there's so much shit
is
that we
not.
got to get in
I'll cut your
that
mic.
we're. What?
Nothing. I was just talking shit. Go.
You gonna cut my mic?
No,
he's gonna cut
him. He's
mine.
shitting on you. I'm letting you go. Go.
Oh, fuck him. So, anyways, it's spooky season, and fuck away. We're taking over, and we're doing our damn thing. And so it's my damn segment, and I do what I want.
Do it.
And I got the approval from the boss, so kiss
You're
my
over explaining. You're over explaining. Go.
ass. Shut up. I'm going.
Okay, I'll
anyway.
pick Ghost Story number 1. Go ahead.
No,
What is it?
each week, no, I'm doing it different than that. Each week, I'm going to choose a different monster, and we're going to learn about that monster. We're going to learn about the real origin of the monster, and we're going to learn about the history in movies. And so we're going to also learn some legend.
Yeah.
So this week's monster, even though he's a big prick, Jorge has his favorite. We're going with the King of Kings, Count Dracula, the vampire himself. The monster is the vampire.
Oh,
Nice.
is this your favorite? You like Dracula?
Jorge. Yeah, his favorite.
That's his, yeah.
You give out a lot of hickeys in your thing?
I like
So-
to suck.
Whoa.
So do you,
Whoa.
Mic cut out.
blood.
His mic cut out.
I'm glad his mic cut out. So there are many different characteristics.
What's going on?
I don't know. We're off the rails.
Okay.
Reset.
Dracula, hit it.
Reset.
Why
Vampire.
are we
No.
off the rails?
No, his cool story, bro, is what he took from last week about our favorite monsters, and now he just so you don't choose, he just goes with it.
Got it.
That's
got
right.
it. All right, I like it.
Yeah.
Just go.
Continue.
Right.
Go for
Just
it.
go with it.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Yeah, there's no choice.
Just
There's
go
no-
with it.
Yeah.
Give
Just
me the
go with it.
vampire. Give me the juice.
So, anyways, there's many characteristics of a vampire, right? But the most common is drinking blood. Bram Stoker wrote his book about it, and it was about Vlad Dracul, also known as Vlad the Impaler. He was born in Transylvania, Romania, and he ruled Wallachia, Romania, off and on from 1456 to 1462.
Hell yeah. Bad dude. Real bad dude.
So
some would say he was a vampire. That's how bad he was.
Yeah, well, he would eat a field of pikes that they had bodies on. And he'd eat there to try, I guess, to prove a point.
Scarecrows.
Real life bodies.
And he would drink blood. He would drink his enemy's blood. He felt like drinking the blood of the general that he beat gave him power from that general. It was actually to him a very big sign of respect.
Yeah.
But to other people, it was vampirism.
He got spiked, by the way. They spiked him to the ground in his coffin. That's where that comes from.
Oh, that's where the stakes come from.
That's where they came.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Vampire superstition thrived in the Middle Ages, especially during the plague. The disease often left behind bleeding mouth lesions on its victims, so it looked like vampires. So we have a lot of, throughout time, there's a lot of different legends.
Okay.
Like, go ahead.
Now, hear me out.
Okay.
This is the equivalent to what dairy farmers have done with milk. This is what garlic farmers did.
With the garlic.
Yes, exactly.
With the garlic.
It's propaganda. It's garlic farmer propaganda.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
So take
we'll take it with a grain of salt.
Or garlic.
So the thing about vampires is it's just crazy how throughout history, all different civilizations have their legends about vampires. Like, there's not a civilization that doesn't have a story about a vampire-like being. There's the legend of the Blood Countess, Count Elizabeth Bathory, who lived from 1560 to 1614 in Hungary, was accused of vampire behavior. She bit the flesh of her victims and bathed in their blood as beauty treatment.
I'd be down for that.
You would do that shit.
Yeah, well, Mexicans have the chupacabra.
That's right.
White people have
Donald Trump.
Dracula.
No. Yeah,
So,
stole from
cool story, bro.
No, we're not done yet.
Come on in. You gotta bring it, bro.
Oh shit.
What, man, y'all are just so hot. Everything else is just so wonderful.
What
Let's go to the next thing, though. Like, go to the next thing, because you wanted to talk movies, so you should already be at movies now. But you're telling us this.
Well, I was still in the legends, but if you
But
want
yeah, no. Give us two
cool
bullet
story,
points for each category that you want to cover.
Well, I just lost my shit. Hold on.
Shit.
Okay, well, the next one is going to obviously be the Swamp Thing guy. No. Dean was about the mummy. Who liked the mummy?
Nobody liked the mummy.
Okay.
I was the
Doesn't matter. Go.
Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yes.
Go. You're gonna lose us again. Go.
Curse was Frankenstein.
Oh my god.
I'm saying, dude, you gotta go.
How am I losing? Y'all didn't go. There's no
You're trying to
pressure
talk.
for y'all.
You're trying to do sidebars, bro. Like, go.
No, that's what the whole point is.
So, anyways,
garlic propaganda.
Vampires in the movie, 1734 was the first one. Bram Stoker did the novel in 1897. They made a silent movie in 1919, but 1922, Nosferatu was the Bram Stoker, supposed to be a representative of Bram Stoker's book. In 1913, though, they did a movie called House of the Devil, The Vampire, and it was loosely based off that as well. So vampires have been a key source of horror since the beginning. They were one of the first monsters. Nosferatu being one of the
creepy,
the most famous and most redone. They keep remastering that script and taking
Public domain.
Yeah. But you can't own that. That's the thing. Like, a vampire isn't a character; it's a creature. So just like fucking werewolves, you can't really own that fucking thing because you can't copyright werewolves because it's a whole species of things, But Frankenstein's a character. You can copyright that. The creature from Black Lagoon is a character. You can copyright that. Swamp Thing, as you were saying, is a character. Invisible Man is a character. The Mummy, character. Gremlins, character.
Is Gremlins a character?
Yeah, they're
Cujo's not. Right?
Gizmo?
Cujo's a species.
That's a character.
It's a doubt,
Gremlin's
motherfucker.
not a character. Gremlin's a species.
Mogwai.
Yeah, but Mogwai, Gizmo, that's all copyrighted.
Gizmo is a character.
That's why you got Ghoulies, Goonies, all the knockoffs.
Yeah. I love that. That's like, I love little knockoff toys too. All right, Troy, thank you for that, man. What's your favorite vampire?
What is my favorite vampire? Probably Jim Carrey and the
Once Bitten.
Oh yeah,
Once Bitten.
yeah.
Nice.
That is a great band. That is a great movie.
Cool beans.
Oh, that's a good one. Not my favorite vampire.
I love Near Dark. That's my favorite clan of vampires.
What? Okay, have y'all not seen the movie with the Lost Boys? Those are my favorite
Lost Boys.
vampires.
Lost Boys are great.
Those are my favorite vampires.
Corey Feldman.
There's an Ethan Hawke vampire movie that I really like.
Ooh. The
Daybreakers.
Daybreakers. That's right. It's pretty tight. The Corey Feldman, his band is going to be at the Amplified by my work on Halloween performing.
What?
Yeah,
What?
it's like a Lost Boys. It's like a Lost Boys
Pass
event.
Get your military
He'll sing
surplus
that.
jackets.
He's been singing that on his tour. He's been singing that song on his tour. It's awesome.
I have a picture of Corey Feldman.
That's exactly what he sounds like. Good job, Jorge.
All right,
Corey Feldman.
it is time for Jorge to take the floor for 3 of a kind.
All righty. Got 3 of a kind this week to mark the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month. We will be talking about our 3 favorite our 3 favorite Hispanic actors or actresses, and I don't have what the lineup was last time, so I'm going to make it up. It's going to be Dean, myself, Troy, and then Chris. Dean.
All right, I'll kick it off. Edward James Olmos.
God damn it.
Battlestar Galactica. Blade Runner. 2 of my favorite things.
Absolutely.
Right there. Battlestar Galactica is one of the greatest television shows of all time. And
We talked about Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, we did, but watch Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
I've said that for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it still holds up.
And that's the newest version of that Battlestar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not
Super
it's
light.
old now, but it's amazing.
Super like from me.
Yep.
He's amazing. So say we all.
That's a product of Industry Light and Sound.
Battlestar Galactica is.
That was just to like practice on their chops while they're making Star Wars in between.
No.
Yes.
It is a guy that wrote for Star Trek for decades, getting to
And
make his
the
own
people
thing.
who
And
made
now he makes
the people who made the images though, and the whole reason for that fucking show to be in existence is
sure
to work on Star
Whatever.
Wars.
Whatever.
Read a comic book, bitch. Go ahead.
Got it. Great choice. I super liked it. And I am now going next. No surprise here. My favorite of all time, Mexicanas, is going to be Salma Hayek.
Ooh.
Love her.
Yeah. That was my second on my list. I'll super like that.
Mm-hmm.
God, she's amazing.
She really is.
I mean, she
can do it all.
Dude, like I still read about her in her 50s and she's still a bombshell, you know, like just amazing.
She played God, right? Or no, she didn't play God. She was in that movie.
Dude.
She did not play God, no.
Yeah.
What was her character in that movie? Dogma?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Alanis Morissette was God.
She was God, yeah. I don't remember what she was.
But
yeah, she's a
Salma
badass.
Hayek. I'll watch anything that she's in. Okay. Troy, you are up next. Do you know any Hispanics in the business?
I am
My best friend. My best friend's Hispanic.
I'm going with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Ooh, Lou Diamond Phillips.
He's
Get out of here. Get out. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Just shit on yourself, because if you do that, you're shitting on yourself. Because I got it.
But he's not. He's like Native
What do you
American.
mean? Because he played him a Native American. That's bad, bro.
He's
Dump
not that.
out.
He's not a. No,
Dump
he's
that
Native
audio.
American. He's not making.
He's born in the Philippines. That's like Hispanic Asia.
It's true.
Although I
he's
love
not
the fact that he
Mexican?
couldn't. He's not
I don't know.
Mexican.
I'm about to look it up because I
Look
guess
it
we're
up.
doing that.
Right
We're
now.
doing
I've already
that.
got it out.
We're
Hold
doing
on.
that.
No,
American Philippine. You're right. He's American Filipino.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go diss on that.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
sorry.
No.
you gotta give
His-
the niece another
no.
chance. Give him one more
Yeah,
shot.
give me
His
another
parents-
chance.
He is
No,
Hispanic.
no.
Is he?
no.
Yes.
How?
His mom is Lucita Umayam Aranas. And his dad is some white dude that was banging people in the Philippines.
Well, okay. Well,
And he was a
how's his
Marine.
dad?
Thank you for your service.
Thank
How's
you.
So
his
do I
dad
get
banging
another shot
Philippines?
or not?
I'm gonna. Okay. How about is Lou Diamond? Let's just Google
No.
it.
Look, his
No.
mom was Filipina and his dad was Cherokee.
Okay.
Okay, so he's not.
So he's not.
Well, he's
So no.
part-
So no.
So no for
Troy, you
him.
go with that. Yeah. So
No. Go
you
ahead.
do your
Try
homework.
again. Try. Okay.
No.
All right.
No,
all right.
What?
No,
You're
we
gonna
homework.
shit
Homework. You literally told us like in the middle of the show what we were doing.
I literally had.
You
Okay,
did
I
not.
literally
You
had.
did not
Wow.
tell us.
Yeah, that's
You did
the
not
bullshit.
fucking tell us.
You should let me go again, bro.
You should let
for
him
real.
go again.
Yeah, go again, Troy.
Bro.
Okay,
That's
fine. Fuck.
fucked
Go
up.
again. Fine. Go again. Go again. All right. Fine. I
Fucking-
take my diss back.
Now,
All right,
whenever
okay,
he
go,
gets
go,
done
go.
searching
Well,
on
he's gonna
Google
have to
for
come
a
up with
Hispanic
two more,
person,
so he's screwed. Whatever.
we just diss it,
Yeah.
whatever he
No,
chooses.
I'm good. John Leguizamo.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There you go.
There
Good
you go,
choice. You nailed it.
Okay.
He might not be from Mexico, Jorge.
Yeah. No. But I'm
But
just saying, if Latin origin.
Does he
Okay.
qualify?
Yeah. Okay. Well, he doesn't come from the Philippines. Not that I'm against the Philippines. He's not a bastard child of the Philippines.
All right.
Jesus.
Who's next?
Okay, Chris.
I'm gonna go with my favorite Hispanic actor first, and that is Isai Morales. He played
Ooh.
Bob in La Bamba, and that is the man.
Super like. That's my dude. Richie!
Yeah.
That's my
You
dude.
love.
Super like. I was gonna go that, but
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Went with the wrong
Good job.
brother.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Dean, you are up next.
All right, I'm going to go for my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, Diego Luna.
So good.
Danny who?
Diego,
Luna.
which we
Oh,
didn't
Diego
talk
Luna.
about yet, but this Wednesday, Andor drops 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Check that out.
awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna go next, and I'm gonna say Danny Trejo,
Nice.
Machete, who is also in Desperado, the guy with the knives. Very good. Very good.
Did you say Danny
Somebody-
Trejo?
Danny Trejo, yes.
I don't think I think everybody knows who Danny Trejo is. I don't know if you have to say the guy from Machete with the knives.
Okay. Okay. All right. Troy, go ahead.
I am gonna blow everybody away. And actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go this one first. I'm going Michael Pena.
Yeah, he's in everything.
He's so good. He's hilarious.
Yeah. He kind of made his breakout role in what, Selena?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. He's been in a ton of movies.
Yeah. He's a great actor. He's in everything. You know, he's that token Mexican. So, All right. Okay. Chris, you're up next.
Okay, I am going with a comedian who blew up on the scene but had a short life and didn't really get to the stage he might have been, and that is Freddie Prinze.
Wow. Yeah.
If I had a super, I was about to go Freddie Prinze.
Badass dude.
Okay.
I mean, he gets cred, like he was like there, like he was approaching like prior level fame.
My next two are stand-up comedians, and they're funnier than
they're live. That's why.
Well, they're
we
alive.
only have one left.
They're funnier anyway.
Dean, we only have one left. What are you talking about next?
I have honorable mentions.
Yeah, we do have honorable mentions, bro.
Yeah, I was saving Freddie for honorable mentions, but
now they have to be born in another, or do they just have to be Hispanic heritage?
Hispanic, clear.
Hispanic.
Okay.
They can be dead.
Oh, okay. So they have to be born in it.
Yeah, we can.
He's just Hispanic.
Okay. All right. Well, Louis C.K.'s mine.
Oh, he is Hispanic.
Okay.
He is. That is
all right. Has he ever done anything in Spanish?
Yeah. Talk.
Huh.
Yeah, he speaks Spanish. Yeah.
I've never seen an interview with him speaking Spanish.
I mean, yeah, he does it on Okay. All
right. My last one. Gosh, I don't know which one I want to go with.
I do.
I know which one
I'm gonna say the OG. I'm gonna say an OG.
You already went.
Paul Rodriguez.
Paul Rodriguez. Hell yeah, his son is a badass too.
What? Who's his son?
His son is Paul Rodriguez Jr. He's a fucking professional skateboarder. He's huge.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Well, good. Shout out to him, Paul Rodriguez.
Not as funny as you think he'd be.
Paul Rodriguez is one of the Latin kings of comedy. Great guy.
Yeah,
awesome.
I agree. Funny guy.
So, for my final one, I'm going Benicio del Toro.
Good one. If I had not already used my super like, you'd be getting it right now.
But what Latin country of origin is he?
Which one?
Guatemalan.
Who?
Benicio del Toro.
Let's find out.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Is he Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
He's Puerto Rican. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna also highlight a Puerto Rican as well because they are the best in entertainment, hands down.
Yeah.
And that is
yes.
This is the true OG of Hispanic representation in acting. If you're a kid growing up, you saw this dude on TV, especially in the 80s and 90s, Jimmy motherfucking Smits.
Oh, yeah. I thought you was gonna say somebody else.
No, I was thinking about him, but no.
What?
Jimmy Smits.
Yeah.
So y'all are all tied, and I'm out. So do y'all have to pick now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Go.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on a second. It's All right. Hold on a second. All right. Dean. Dean, since you were the first, call it heads or tails.
Tails.
Tails. It's actually heads. So Troy is the picker of sudden death.
What? Dean's in sudden death.
Yeah, we're all three in sudden death.
Dean got a super light.
Oh, you did?
Super light, Dean.
Edward
Yes,
almost.
you
Oh
super
yeah.
light.
Oh shit. And then Chris. Did Chris get a super like?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Troy
liked
super
it.
liked mine.
Which
And
one?
Dean super liked you.
Oh, Eastside Morales. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Troy, you are the picker. All right. Fine.
Yeah.
So
Eastside
Dean-
Morales also in the prequel to Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. Okay. Dean, you're up. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Tom Segura.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Tom.
I'm gonna go-
His Peruvian mother. He has a
That's
stand-up.
He speaks
has a
Spanish.
He has a special in Spanish.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if
does.
he's released it though.
I'm gonna go with Cheech Moran.
Nice. Classic Cheech. I'm gonna go with another guy who
I'm more
is-
of a Chong guy. But
Yeah, I like Chong too. I'm going with the guy who is one of my favorite character actors. He just makes things work in any fucking movie or TV show you can put him in. That's Hector Elizondo.
Oh, that is
Elizondo.
good. Yeah.
Yes, Hector Elizondo.
No,
Let me see. Give me a little closer.
Game brightness is
Fuck.
Oh yeah. So
I don't know. You can't see it.
Busto, I looked it up. Bustos wins like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was on
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, but Unnecessary Roughness. He's the coach.
Oh yeah.
Diaries.
Princess Bride. Yeah, Diaries. Runaway Bride.
No. Bustos wins.
Well, I was also gonna do Noel Albert Guglielme.
Who
Look
now?
him up. Noel Albert Guglielme.
Oh.
He's the Hector in every Mexican movie. He was in Training Day.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good. That dude is good.
He's a.
You ever get pushed in?
Yeah.
Like that other dude with the surf.
Jorge.
Who's that? Who's a Hispanic actor with the surfer voice? He's really good too. He's in that.
He
also.
was in Our Family Wedding, The Walking Dead, For the Love of Money, The Dark Knight Rises. He was Hector in all of them. The
Nice.
Purge, Furious 7,
Hector.
Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, he played. Yeah.
So there you go.
That's awesome. I like Raymond Cruz, who is in Breaking Bad. He's the one that was also in Training Day. He's the one that you ever got your shit pushed in. I got my shit pushed in.
Golly.
Does Clifton Collins Jr. count?
Cookie Collins Jr. What do you got there, Troy?
Clifton Collins Jr.
I just can't believe you did what you did.
You ever seen that movie, bro?
You ever got your shit
Oh
pushed
yeah,
in?
yeah. Clifton Collins Jr. is really good. Is he Hispanic as well?
Yes, he is.
Good for him.
His actual name is Clifton Gonzalez.
Ooh. I would like to also throw out the Sheen family. The Sheen family.
The Sheen.
The Sheen family, yeah.
Duh.
Man, that's weird that they missed the whole list.
That's right. I wonder why. All right. Jorge, if you're going to stick around, awesome. If you're not, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Good
Yes,
Vibes Podcast 105, I believe.
Wow,
Awesome.
keeping it going. You guys
Keeping it
rock.
going. Yeah.
See you later.
And now for overtime. Here is Troy to talk about his favorite new book.
Hey guys, how you doing? You ever find yourself needing some time just to chill and relax? Pick up a good book or get Audible and just sit back, relax, and go on an adventure. Well, I've got an adventure for you. Stephen King just came out with a new book called Fairy Tale. It's about a young man, a high school star athlete who meets an older man and his dog and sets out on an adventure against good and evil. It's written by Stephen King, so you know it's going to be very exciting. I am on chapter 8, and so far, this thing won't fucking start. It's like, dude, let me tell you what. It's like we're sitting there and we're reading this son gun, and it's great. It's, we're telling you a story, but we're dragging on. We're going day by day by day. And, we're getting a little bit of excitement. There's some scratching in the shed, but we ain't got nothing like crazy. There ain't no monsters jumping out or nothing like that.
Do you even know what you're looking for or what they're searching for?
No, right now he's just taking care of an old man, this creepy old man.
And his dog?
And his dog that's lived on this hill forever. And, it's crazy. His dad was an alcoholic, and they love Jersey Mike's. Pretty nuts. Talking about Jersey Mike's a lot. I'm like, good Lord, is this book written for me? Shit.
I think it's funny how things like that work out sometimes, whether it's like in this instance, it's a book or a movie or song that kind of like, for some reason, just kind of resonates with your life, like at that very moment. I think that's
man,
weird.
And I just opened Audible on a whim one day, and it was like, hey, Stephen King just came out with a book that we think that you're going to die for. And I was like, oh, no shit. And,
I mean, the algorithm's too good, right?
Yeah, and it's like fairy tale. And I'm like, oh, shit, an adult fairy tale? Let's do it. And I didn't even read it. I didn't read the description. I just bought that son of a bitch. I was
And
like,
so who's reading it to you?
I forget his name, but it's him, and then there's some of Stephen King.
Oh, nice.
He does some characters.
Cool.
But yeah, right now we're building relationships. So basically, it's the kid telling the story, and he's telling us the story like it's already happened, and he's telling us what happened. But he's telling it so good that you're there, right? But he's telling it like, he'll tell you something like, the gun was on the shelf of the safe, you know, and he didn't even want to touch it. Little did he know that later he would be carrying it for dear life. And we're not there yet, but he's giving you hints to what's happening in the future, but he's like, we won't get
a little
into
here
that
and
yet.
now, a little there, a little here, a little past. I like that. Well, that's, I mean, you should definitely watch.
Somebody telling you the story.
Yeah, well, we just talked about on episode 104 of the Good Vibes podcast. We talked about Yellowjackets, and there's a lot of that going on in that show. So check that out. We're going to leave you for now, though, and we will be back next week. Sorry for the delay, the 2-week break. We'll be back, and we're kind of really getting back into the swing of things, and we're in it for the year, man. So season 5, baby.
Let's do this.
All right, homie. See you later, buddy.
Peace.
Love you.
Love you. Peace.
Yeah, keep it up, man. You're looking great.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.